I'm live.
Alright, send me the link.
Alright, and welcome to the Metley crew, and what a Metley crew we are. I messed that up, I don't care.
He said the thing, though, kind of.
Anywho. So, last time I'm on Kingdom Hearts.
I don't know about Kingdom Hearts. Okay, what is this Kingdom Hearts thing? I'm playing Sonic.
Well, I mean, that is kind of what happens when... And, well...
Alright. 100%, 100%, 100%, 100%, 100%. Time for the end game, people.
Oh, goody, you're playing the end of the game.
Oh yeah, can you send me the... Oh, you got the link already. Herpaderpadoo. I didn't look at Discord. What a big silly I am. Alright.
Okay, yeah, yeah, my end's got audio.
I'm still here. Hi.
So we have
Hello,
a
Ben.
shitload of stuff to deal with this week. Oh boy.
Woo! Yeah, we have a lot of topics, we have a lot of gaming, so let's get to it. I think, maybe.
Sorry about that, had to mute my mic for a bit. Just getting things set up. I just gotta grab the stream from on the channel.
God, we have so many topics, this is horrifying.
You know it's more horrifying?
The idea that Chris Chan escaped jail?
Are we really going to start this off with that?
I guess we are.
No, I was going to lead into a regular show joke.
Okay, go ahead.
My mom!
He did it, he said it. I'm trying to figure out when the news topics start. We have so many that kind of gets flooded.
Just search marker and go to like the one that's between today and the 22nd. The 22nd and today.
Yeah, I found it. Yep, there we go.
Just shamelessly plugging my stuff into various Discord servers.
Knuckles, I thought you hated Sonic.
Well, I mean...
Knuckles, you big stupid. Why are you going near him?
Because Knuckles is big stupid, don't you know?
Chaos is hungry.
Chaos craves brownies.
Should I start with the topics, or...?
Yeah, let's start with the
Go
topics.
ahead, Ben.
Alright, so, Gamescom had its, announcement thing with Jeff. So, that was
Keighley?
the thing. I don't know, Jeff Keighley, yeah. So, what was announced? I'm just gonna say for this. A game called Everywhere was announced. I don't know what it is.
Is it related to a game called Everything?
The game is called Everything, so yes. The next game is
All in one.
The next game is Dune Awakening, an open-world survival MMO for PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series and PC. No release date, as far as I
They
know.
might as well just say Series X, because the Series S barely even exists.
You'll be surprised, actually. That sells better for
No,
PS5.
fuck that thing. Okay,
I agree.
hey, that,
No,
I understand it's selling better than the PS5,
Because
You
fuck
can't-
the PS5.
because you can't get a PS5, and the PS5 has PS5 games.
Yeah, it's no longer possible to get a PS5 with how badly things are going with Sony.
Speaking of
Yeah.
PlayStation 5, a new PlayStation 5 controller was announced called the DualSense Edge Wireless Controller.
What does it do?
It's a different color.
And
Does it, like... Is there any purpose to it? Like, is it better than an original DualShock 5, or what?
I don't know. I need to figure this out because I don't know. Let's see. Get an edge in gameplay by creating your own custom controls. What the fuck is it talking about?
really, I just came to Hollow Bastion, and only now, when I'm leaving, does it say a new episode was added.
Okay, so some of the new features include mappable back buttons. Xbox did this years ago.
I was gonna say.
Changeable stick caps. Microsoft, again, they already did this.
Third-party solutions.
Actually, this is new. Adjustable trigger links. Manually set the travel distance of your left and right triggers for an optimal experience with whatever you're playing. That's actually pretty cool. Replaceable stick modules. Again, I think Microsoft did this already. I don't know though. I could be
Well,
mistaken.
various people have done this. This has been a feature of third-party controllers for a while now.
Yeah, and USB braided cable and lockable connector housing. I don't know.
Yeah, that is literally a feature of let's see here. That is literally a feature of I think a couple of the Switch Pro controllers have some of those modules on them.
Also,
Some, like,
what
some of those have
remap-
some options.
Why is remappable buttons exclusive to this fucking controller?
Because Sony wants you to pay more.
Yes.
Oh,
Anyways,
yeah, no,
this
I'm not
is
doing that
good.
episode for a while.
To the actual good thing, Dead Space 4, aka the Catalyst Protocol, was shown off again. It actually looks good.
Thank fucking God we don't have to deal with Dead Space 3 being the end of the franchise now. Although it isn't EA.
Original IP, but you know. It's,
Well, isn't EA still publishing this new Dead Space game?
Well, we gotta go
Oh,
back to
no,
Port
that-
Royal, guys, because one of the Organization 13 members has decided to do some tomfoolery.
Woo! Anyways, the Catalyst Protocol is an original game by the devs of Dead Space.
Oh,
It technically has
okay.
nothing to do with it, but it looks very similar.
Okay, because the way you said Dead...
Yeah.
Because I heard that there was, like, new Dead Space stuff in development.
No,
I wasn't
no.
sure if you were calling it Dead
No.
Space the Catalyst Protocol.
I'm sorry, I was doing it as the joke because everyone is calling it Dead Space 4. It's funny you say that though because EA is making a Dead Space remake, which we know very little of besides Isaac Clarke will have a voice actor again from the
Yeah.
last games.
I mean, I'm both looking forward and not looking forward to that. Because
A
I don't
game
want them to Dead
called-
Space 3 it.
A game called The Lords of the Fallen was announced. I know nothing about it, so I can't
Wasn't-
comment.
Hang on, wasn't Lords of the Fallen a Dark Souls clone from a few years ago?
It does look Dark Souls-ish. It might be a sequel, actually. He did mention that they, I was watching the thing live, and he did mention that they removed 2 from the title, so it probably
Okay, so
is a
that-
sequel to something.
Yeah, this whole shtick of like taking a sequel and taking the number off of it is really starting to irritate me. Like God of War 4.
Oh, you'll
Or
love
why the
this
fuck-
next announcement then! You'll love this! The new Tales of the Borderlands!
Borderlands was already irritating back when it was still halfway decent, and Borderlands has gone to shit since then, so I don't give a
and
shit.
You're right. And you're right, because compared to the last game, this new one looks like a pile of wet dookie. Like it looks awful. Like the original Tales of Borderlands was freaking great, and this just looks like shit. Like this genuinely looks like.
You'll
a
never
pile
take
of
me
shit.
alive, copper!
Hey, Alex, you forgot where to go again, didn't you?
Yes, I did forget where to go.
You gotta
Oh,
go
I
back
thought-
to the. You gotta go to the minecart in the Mystic Ruins.
Oh. I already did that and it didn't do anything.
Did you go to see Knuckles?
I went to the fucking crashed Angel Island.
And did you go to where you saw Knuckles get attacked?
I went all over the island. I didn't find anything. I can certainly go back there and try again.
Yes, you're supposed to. Oh, that is the way to go. So basically, the cursed pirates have somehow returned, despite the fact that,
Yep.
most of them would have been arrested. And, heavily guarded. But all because Luxor decided to take a few doubloons, or have a Heartless do it. He's just like,
Who keeps building the bridge between Angel Island and the rest of this fucking... I walked right past you. Why didn't the cutscene trigger?
that's weird.
Oh, God. Knuckles. Eggman. I told you to lay off the moonshine. That stuff has lead in it, Lead? Lead? Well, that must be why I'm so fucking stupid.
Maybe
I'm
that's why
gonna
he's so
explain
heavy.
why he keeps helping Eggman.
Who is there?
Nobody.
Yummy.
Hi, Gizmo.
Hey, what's up?
Kick him.
Link your stream so we can put it in our things. Oh, and by the way, I am currently in Pirates of the Caribbean. In case you're wondering why I elected to lower the volume to the point where you can't hear he is a pirate. Because I'm not willing to battle Hans Zimmer's lawyers.
Or more to the point, Disney's.
Well, them too.
Disney can
Yeah.
suck
And
it.
we were also talking about new Tales from the Borderlands. I don't know if any of you saw the trailer for that, but dear Lord, I know the phrase "go woke, go broke" is overused, but this takes it to a whole other level.
Oh, and by the
Nowadays,
way,
October and,
and during a grinding session that I did,
How do they make Borderlands go woke, go broke? I haven't heard anything.
yeah, I mean, to give you context, you remember Tales from the Borderlands by Telltale?
Yeah, I remember it. I've seen a couple clips from it. But that's about it.
Gearbox is making a sequel to that, and it looks like garbage.
and let me guess, the Okatron studio voice actors are still in it.
Okay.
Well, Gearbox is based out of Texas, after all.
And of course, the only remotely decent talent they have on that game is Damian Clark.
Actually met one of the guys who wrote for the original Borderlands.
Oh my god, this is funny.
And
Okay,
what did they say? And how was it?
He's the guy who did the fan remake of of Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Oh
Awesome.
shit.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah, so there was a
Like
thing.
Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yeah, so there was a thing where he and some friends who live right near where I lived at the time. They lived right near where I live at this time. They got together and decided to remake Raiders of the Lost Ark. And they shot it over the course of 30 years, going back and redoing bits of it and doing bits and pieces. And then they finished it,
God
and there's a
damn
whole
sticker.
documentary about it, which I have on Blu-ray
Nice.
that I randomly found at the library, and I.
That's funny.
He's also a comic book writer.
Interesting.
Does he make any?
Yeah.
Does he write any good comic books?
I have no idea.
By the way, I
His
recently
career
saw
is a waste.
a post of someone deciding in John Kent wasn't enough to promote our wokeness. Let's get Damien in on it. And I'm like,
Yeah.
no.
Damian Wayne?
Yes.
What did they do to him now?
They involved him in a conversation about non-binary.
What the fuck?
Yes, because this is totally a conversation we need to have
Between-
in our superhero comic.
Between
Yeah.
kids who are either in elementary school or, in Damien's case, middle school.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Damien, it kind of makes sense for him to be having a conversation like this.
No. Damien is the kind who would just be like, "What the hell?"
No, I mean in context, because he thinks he's a grown up all because he experienced a lot of these deaths and shit. So he thinks like because he experienced all this shit, oh, I'm pretty much more mature than
No,
all of you because I've done this since I was a baby.
I'm just
So
gonna
that
say like it
kinda
doesn't
makes
fucking
sense.
matter.
That way kind
God.
of makes sense, but like the conversation itself doesn't make sense at all.
I can reach the goddamn sticker, but the line is not letting me do it.
Anyways, back onto the topics because we have.
I didn't know
many
I
we
could
need to
do
get through
that.
tonight. We need to get through them tonight, guys. So
Yeah,
back
we
to
do.
Gamescom. So Return to Monkey Island's release date was revealed to be September 19th. The pre-order will come with free horse armor. It does nothing.
Okay, that's cool. I like that.
What's this for?
Although I don't like that the Monkey Island games have kind of devolved artistically since the originals.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that art style.
Me neither, but
Yeah, because like it was weird enough when they went for that cartoony, exaggerated style in like the episodic chapter based.
Alex, did you already
Monkey
forget
Island
to?
games.
Alex, you gotta go on the minecart in Mystic Ruins.
Of course, I fucking do.
Even though that's literally where, or the even though that's literally where, or the.
I keep wanting to just skip straight to boss battle. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
Why?
Oh,
Alex is at the end of Sonic Adventure because he wants to at least finish that game before he goes back to Kingdom Hearts 2. Or not 2, first one. Why did I think he was doing the second one? Oh wait, because he's frustrated at Chernobog?
Alright, if you don't mind, we need to get through Gamescom. So, Liza P is coming, a Pinocchio Dark Souls game is coming out in 2023 and will be on Game Pass day 1. It actually looks pretty good for a Dark Souls, ripoff.
Pinocchio Dark Souls?
Yes.
Stop that, Jack!
It looks amazing.
got to
You're
rescue
gonna
him.
make me regret not actually watching that event, aren't you?
You're
Will,
not missing
wake
too
up.
much. I'm skipping some of these, but like there are some good ones.
God.
Actually, here's a good one. So the director of Friday the 13th
What
has opened a
happened?
new company. Guess what movie game
medallions.
he's making?
What?
Killer
Oh,
Clowns
yeah,
from
I
Outer
want you to guess.
Space.
I want you to take a guess. I
Someone's
want you to
taken
take a
them.
guess. You're never gonna
Nightmare
guess.
on Elm
Next thing
Street.
I knew,
Killer Clowns from Outer
we were
Space.
attacked,
it.
but I couldn't see who it
I
was.
saw the trailer.
My next...
Face was
See, I
shrouded.
saw that too, but I was
Well, I
trying
might
to
be
play
know that.
along, and my
The
next
organization.
guest was going to be,
We found a way out of
it
the
was gonna be
cave.
something really,
But the villains
really
sent a horde of
crazy,
terrible
like,
creatures after us. I've never
trying
seen
to
their likes
think.
before.
All soldiers.
I think
Yeah,
Gremlins.
small
The only one who
soldiers
made it back to the
versus
ship.
Gremlins would have been cool.
Will,
Honestly, a Gremlins game.
Well, Alex, now
You know,
now
a
that
small
you
soldiers game from the guys who did the Toy Soldiers, Sarge's games from
Oh
the
yeah, or just
yeah, that would have been neat.
Our turn, guys.
So,
Yeah,
what was with that
good
default
job.
face, guys?
Best go
You
prepared.
couldn't have,
We've no
you
idea
know,
what's out
rendered that a bit more properly.
Pardon me, lads
Uh,
and lass.
Because
they
even
look
the
like-
pirates'
no
faces were more
monsters today.
expressionate than
Thank you.
in Sora's
Returning
face at that
for home.
frame.
To be fair, they
Water
were-
is leaking out
Just
of the
like that.
buildings now.
Just like that.
Don't ask why.
Okay,
We don't need a
also-
reason.
You know what?
I got my way, my own way.
Also, Gotham Knights was shown off, and Harley Quinn looks like shit, and Iceman is the villain.
Mr.
I
Freeze.
haven't seen that.
Yes.
Oh no! Don't tell me they messed up Mr. Freeze.
Harley's okay. So Harley's body looks smoking hot, but the face makeup is the weird thing.
Her
'Cause,
face
like-
itself is weird.
Yeah.
It's like they didn't want. It's like they didn't want to make it look pretty because they'll offend people, so they made it ugly intentionally.
Yeah.
I believe that.
The next important one is Kojima announces his podcast during the show.
Don't remember inviting
Yeah.
you.
Did you rank it?
So it was the organization. We'll handle this.
Let me look at the Harley Quinn.
You know, the funny thing is,
The darkness of men's hearts.
didn't
Drawn to these cursed
Sakurai start
medallions.
making YouTube videos about like the history of game design and things like that?
He has a YouTube channel now.
Of those two, I'm
Are they worthy to
infinitely
serve
more
Organization
interested in
13?
Sakurai's.
Yeah,
Because
we'll
I
talk
like
about
Hideo
that.
Kojima,
Makes
but
sense now.
Yeah, I
Precisely.
agree with you. We'll get to Sakurai in a bit. Next
So-
announcement was a Pokemon car.
What?
Okay.
Yeah, Pokemon car.
Pokemon driving
Like
game
the
or
car
something.
Not Pokemon driving game, a Pokemon car.
So there's a. Oh, so you're saying that there's a Pokemon that looks like a car.
No.
Either that.
It's a car, but it's Pokemon.
Okay, I'm gonna need you to elaborate on that one there, Ben.
Yeah.
Okay, the Pokemon Company is doing a collaboration with the mini car Aceman car company to create a Pokemon mode of sorts, which will bring entertainment on the road like never before, I guess.
Okay.
So it's a Pokemon car with exclusive features.
We have that. We have that though. It's called Pokemon Go.
Well, this is cars, so
Not over
Yeah.
yet.
Pokemon Go. People literally play it on their cars.
Oh, Alex, fun fact.
Throw
The,
him overboard.
this Organization 13 member, Luxord, is
Excuse me.
voiced by Travis Touchdown.
It's a bit of the pirate's code.
but yeah,
Anyone who
Okay.
invokes
You'll never guess who he's
must
voiced
not
by
be
in
harmed until
Japanese.
negotiations
Ben,
are
do not
complete.
give him any
This is no
hints.
time for rules.
I don't know.
True. But as we're honorable pirates,
Okay,
we should
Alex,
always
I will
stick
give
to
you
the code.
exactly one
All right,
hint.
you. Out
In
with
Japanese,
Is
Lux...
it-
I surrender the chest
What?
with my humblest apologies.
Go
Rather
on.
accommodating of you, mate.
What were you gonna?
That you want.
What were you
No,
gonna say?
you go
Kevin?
first.
Few souvenirs.
You go
Okay.
first.
For the memories.
Huh?
Hironobu Kageyama.
Oh no! We can't
No.
solve the curse unless we
Okay,
go
I
after
didn't think so.
medallions.
Okay, I'll
Our
give you
friend's
one
about to
hint.
learn what it means to
He is
cross
a
pirate.
fuck-mothering vampire.
Oh, is it the guy who voiced Alucard?
Joji Nakata, yes.
Sora, Donald, Goofy.
Okay.
It's yours.
Oh, thanks, Amy. What the fuck am I supposed to do with that? It's been drained of all its fucking power.
Well,
Okay,
according...
to the final Gamescom thing.
Oh, so you want me to wish really hard and bring back all the energy, huh? Well, I don't think
Yes.
I can do that.
Well, Will's ship just got blown to smithereens.
Tails, Knuckles, why did your attitudes change all of a sudden? I'm very frightened by this realization.
As you should
Oh,
be.
so that means we're going to defeat this guy with the power of friendship. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Hey,
that's
that's something I can get behind. Fine, none
You
of
stole
this
a medallion
because we have to
again?
wish back the
You're
positive
only
energy
that
of the emerald
fortunate.
shit. No,
Wow,
power of
it's
friendship
cool.
and I'll
How come
take
you're
on these
all
fucking
skeleton-y?
emeralds and I'll beat this
Perhaps I
giant
got a
goddamn
touch of
monster
something
that
from
just
my monster
destroyed
when it
half the
attacked us.
goddamn city.
It was
Okay,
just
we
a
can
It's
do
just
this
like
shit
Kingdom
now.
Hearts. It's just like
It's
Kingdom
nothing.
Hearts,
It's nothing like Kingdom Hearts, for I am a
It's just like
golden
Kingdom
hedgehog.
Hearts. No, it's just like Kingdom Hearts. Power
Well, to be
of
fair,
Mystery.
I did activate Master Form, and Sora is wearing somewhat yellowish gold.
Maybe the reason we're all okay is because we're not
Okay,
from this
to
world.
the next one. So the final announcement for Gamescom was
We're always
surprising.
just passing through.
Guys, It lives. Dead Island
Wonder when
2
we'll
is
see home
still
again.
fucking happening.
Somehow.
I know.
Just
Yeah.
kidding
This
you.
game was
Lucky
shown
we didn't
off
get cursed,
in
huh?
2014 with
Quit
a pretty
yammering,
great
mates.
trailer.
We've got
Jack
to find
Black,
ourselves a ship that'll float.
and been fucking nothing for like 7
This-
years.
The game has passed through the hands of 3, maybe 4 different developers at this rate.
Actually,
And-
from what I heard from others, that wasn't really Jack Black. That was actually an impersonator.
Are you fucking serious? God damn it! Why did they announce Jack Black? Well, he's no longer in the game, and the game actually looks pretty promising right now. But I'm holding my breath. Let's not get excited like the first one.
Yeah, because
first
the
one had all
original
stuff.
the original devs had the game at first, and then it was passed over to Jaeger, who were the guys behind Spec Ops, and then it was passed on to somebody else, and I don't know what happened to it after that. I
I
think
think
that
it was
might have
Deep
been
Silver by that point.
yeah. Well, Deep Silver are the guys who published it, so I think Deep Silver took one of their in-house devs and made them work on that.
They said
But I
fucking
wouldn't swear to
kudos
it. Oh,
to them.
there's the Crush 40. There we go.
By the way, the Crush 40. By the way, Alex, the Crush 40 only plays A's.
Looking at Harley Quinn's model right now, she doesn't really look that bad. I think the only thing that's making her look ugly is the makeup.
Yeah,
Like-
the spade on the face makes her look really stupid.
Yeah, I think it's the way. Maybe it's not just the makeup. Maybe that's just literally the way she put it on, which is why.
Guys, I got the Peter Pan charm,
it
which
looks
means
like she did a rush job, or she was just angry or something like that.
Or-
I think the makeup is damaged is the thing. It's like starting to run, like Sting's
Hey.
face paint does
Yeah.
in WWE.
Alright,
shit.
Alright,
Oh,
next
hold on.
topic.
Gotta mute.
Gamescom, that was it for Gamescom, basically. We didn't cover every game, but that was because there's a lot of nothings. So sorry if we skipped your favorite game, everyone, but we have too many topics tonight. We need to get through these. Next topic, you posted this done. Power Rangers star Jason David Frank's wife filed for divorce and accused him of having an affair.
Holy shit!
While he was at a convention.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Oh my god!
Yeah, so she served him the divorce papers while he was signing autographs.
Oh my god! Imagine
Yeah.
how the fans. Imagine how both the fans and he must have felt having
Yeah.
to deliver those papers in front of everybody. Like, hey, honey, I'm just hold on. Let me just sign this kid his autograph. Oh, what's that? Oh, what? Kid? Don't worry, kid. Don't look sad. Don't look sad, kid. Look. I'll sign 5 more of these things. Don't worry. Hey, honey, what's going on? Why you got it? No, guys, no pictures. I mean, Jesus
Yeah.
Christ, man. How do you handle something like that? Having you yourself not only having to deal with fans experiencing it,
And then
but
he
possibly his kids,
was
if they were even there.
and then he was
Oh.
either stressed the hell out or drunk off his ass at Power Morphicon. Like less than a week later. Or it might have been the same day. It might have been the next day. I don't remember. But the point is like, holy shit.
Jesus, he's the last person I actually expect to have an affair at all.
Yeah, that was my thought. I was like, holy shit. And like, I mean, I can, on the one hand, I can kind of see it happening, but on the other hand, and like, I wouldn't have thought that, but, I don't know the guy, I don't know them, so I can't really speculate on this all that much.
But who was it with? Was it with a random fan, a random chick, a former ranger that he worked with?
It's honestly until we get some kind of news about this, I don't know. Oh, hi, Chaos.
Hi, Jester.
Yeah,
Oh, wait,
until we
no.
get some kind of. No, I was talking to regular ass Chaos.
Regular Chaos, not Jester of Chaos.
Chaos! Chaos. Anyways.
Yeah, better not let the guy from Final Fantasy, whatever the fuck, show up here. Anyways,
Right.
yeah. I don't know him. I don't know her. I've,
Chaos.
briefly seen them.
Garland is the OG Final Fantasy villain.
Yeah.
Literally don't know her.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know him. I don't know her. I don't know.
Well,
really
Alex is
anything
finally
about
done
this
with
stuff,
Sonic
so-
Adventure 2, or Sonic Adventure 1, so next month when we do Sonic Adventure 2, let's just say, hey, we're going to have lots of fun. Aren't we, Gizmo?
Yes.
Yes.
Gain to experience.
Now-
Alex will have a first-time experience with one of my favorite games of all time.
Woo!
Because he's never played Sonic Adventure 2. Baffling, isn't
played
it?
on the GameCube. How the fuck have you not played Sonic Adventure 2?
Because I didn't have a copy of the game.
You mean you didn't have
Wow,
a
you are
GameCube?
late.
My neighbor had a copy of the game and that was how I got introduced to Sonic. Because I may have had a Genesis, but I did not have a single Sonic game. Oddly enough, I have told this story to you many times.
I know, it doesn't get any less weird. That's like having an NES and not playing Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah, my uncle even had that, but I was far more enthralled with Battletoads.
Kevin, I just want to point out that your health bar is pathetic.
How is it pathetic, Ben?
So tiny.
Oh.
I could fit it in my palm.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is it not long enough for you? Do excuse me.
Tails, half the city is dead.
Yeah, I know. That was a meme
Half
from.
the city is dead, Tails.
That was actually.
Stop.
There's actually
I'm gonna run away now so that I don't have to try and explain this to the cops.
There's
Have fun with that.
There's actually a funny meme from a playthrough of Sonic Adventure or one on where one of the commentators is like, the city's been fucking destroyed. Yeah, we gotta go to Isla de Muerta.
We definitely evacuated the entire city in the 0.5 seconds before we realized that the city was flooding. We definitely did that, and we definitely managed
At least
to
Sonic
do
Sonic
that
X
every-
actually bothered to show us the evacuation process.
Well, yes. The 4Kids dub was weird though, because like in the Japanese version, it was clear that like they'd only managed to save some people, but in the 4Kids version, and it was just like, oh yeah, everybody's fine. We evacuated faster. Or it was like, hey, yeah, Barry Allen and Wally West, Bart and
Wally West,
Jay Garrick,
Jay Garrick, and what's her face, Jesse Quick. Jesse Quick showed up, and they all helped us. And Sonic's like, well, why the hell did you need me then?
Well, I mean, none of them could go super. Maybe Wally could have destroyed him with his reality warping powers.
Yeah,
technically, yeah.
Barry Allen is the fastest man alive. Sonic is the fastest thing alive.
Well, Wally
As
is
in
actually
anything. Sonic is faster than the Flash.
Wally is actually the fastest Flash out of all of them.
He's
Okay,
literally
yes,
the
Wally
fastest
is
being
the
in the
fastest.
multiverse.
One.
Yeah, seriously, Wally
and
West.
Archie Sonic are the fastest.
Wally is
characters.
faster than instantaneous movement. Alright, guys, we gotta go fight Larkseen now. Let's do this.
Displays and
If you were to- I wanted to say though, if you were to tell
Hey,
me
guys,
that
guys,
On.
we need to do topics. We
Okay.
have so many far behind.
Okay, keep going.
I was gonna say, you know, if you were to tell me that Jason David Frank, let's say, had relationships like troubles, maybe if it was like in his early years, like Zio, or maybe even Turbo, then okay, yeah, that's
Yeah, he seems like he's a little bit old to be having these kinds of problems, you know? And I don't know if that's a commentary on like the kind of personalities that Power Rangers courts, or if it's a commentary on him personally, or what the hell, you know?
It's just weird. Jason made a friend out of all the Rangers.
Austin St. John got bailed out of jail, by the way. What? Yeah, ASJ went to jail for some kind of financial fraud. He had to get bailed out so he could attend Power of Overtime.
Austin St. John.
Yeah. So, you know. Cool.
Alright, next topic. So you guys remember Kingdom Hearts we talked about it last week?
Vaguely, yes.
It got canceled!
Indie
Lame.
Yeah, so the story, there was some dumb the lead devs of high school girlfriend, I think, some weird shit at
Oh,
you know,
fuck
not
you.
Yeah, and so half the dev team threw under the bus, and the dev team went into what is basically a civil war, which got canceled.
Well, Timpool, I hope you're happy you got your wish.
So, I don't know if they want to do so.
Yes! First try, bitch!
Mark the Electric Jester, Ultra Kill, which was a big one for them. And there were other characters they were going to get their hands on. There was going to be the Postal Dude, the guy from Indie Pogo, and get this, Cat Dog.
Cat Dog.
Yeah,
Dog, yes.
as
not
in
even
the
joking.
Nickelodeon character, yeah.
Yeah, they legitimately almost got this character. According to the dev team, they said that they were arm's reach from getting them from Nick. So I just want to say, fuck whoever created that Twitter thread. You are a C-U-N-T. Moving on to the next topic, because this one actually hurts me. Damn it, we could have Postal Dude in a Smash Lite game.
Imagine his neutrals.
I'm so mad. Okay, next one, which will make us even more pissed. So you like Denvo, the DRM program?
Oh, Denuvo.
Yeah.
It's coming to Switch!
Fuck you, I'm not buying anything that has that on it.
Yep, so it is going to be the first Nintendo Switch emulation protection technology. So,
Fuck
fuck
this
you!
shit, I'm
For how
out.
long though?
Yeah, no, this is going to make games tank on the Switch. People aren't going to buy these.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Any game that
fuck
has
aren't.
this program will not be bought, I guarantee you.
How long until someone figures out how to take, Denuvo out of the system?
3 hours.
Oh, not
3
long.
hours.
Denuvo barely
3
even fucking works anyways.
That's what I'm
It's just-
saying.
It's just,
3
like, it's
hours.
garbage that fucks with anybody who legitimately paid for it.
Yeah.
And that's the only thing that's...
God damn you, game!
This
Like,
is
it fucks
only, this is only going to cause more people to pirate their fucking games.
Yeah, I was
Instead
gonna
of
say,
just
this
buying
fucks
them
over paying
file.
customers more than it does the pirates.
Wouldn't it
That's
also
how it is
Funny
with any
thing is, I
DRM.
wanna say this,
Wouldn't
bro,
it
I wanna
also
say this.
fuck over the game devs too? Because let's think
Yes.
about this. Not only like you're not gonna get money from your customers. You're gonna get fucked over with the hardware. Imagine I'm
Oh, yeah,
being a guy who's
abso-fucking-lutely.
excited for the next
Oh,
Switch
yeah,
model,
absolutely.
and you find out,
Yeah,
oh, Denuvo's gonna
absolutely.
be on it. I'm like, what the fuck for? It's like, oh, so to protect the game from getting pirated. It's like, dude, all games get pirated. What the fuck are you protecting this from? More piracy?
I do want to say, like, the people who use the emulator buy the fucking games first before using it, because sometimes it can run better on the damn thing. So you doing this is only going to encourage them to pirate the copies instead of fucking buying them like they've been doing.
Mhm.
So what the hell is wrong with you?
You know,
It's so stupid.
And it's not like these guys are trying to emulate specific Switch games either. I'm not talking like, oh, the Zelda games, the Mario games. I'm talking like games that require you to use Joy-Cons, HD Rumble, or for you to like use them like Wiimotes. I'm not talking about that. These guys are obviously just looking for games that use the controls normally. So they're not. Nintendo shouldn't be worried in the slightest if they pirate the games because
Yeah.
they're not going to be able to pirate all of them anyway. It's like it's like pirating a DS game. Okay, some of these games can just use the D-pad and buttons, but not all of them.
Well, the thing is,
Yeah.
DS emulators use the mouse for the touchscreen.
Yep.
Right,
Yeah.
but how many people are actually comfortable? How many people are actually comfortable using a mouse compared to a stylus when
Okay,
you're using
you
these
got a
kind of
good point
games?
there.
Yeah,
You
that.
know,
Yeah, he's got a
I
good
do wanna
point
say-
there,
I do wanna
Alex.
say I agree with your point. Hang on. I
Because when it-
want hang on. Let me say something real quick. I 100% agree with that, but the Steam Deck completely bypasses that by adding a special mouse thing as well.
Oh boy.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, like, if there's a lot of these systems already, and there's a lot of these
Yeah.
games already that control normally, like, I
Yeah.
could right now just grab my Game Boy Advance or use the emulator and play the same game on either of them. I wouldn't know the difference unless,
Yeah.
you count frame rates or whatever the hell. But if you were
Yeah.
to say, try to emulate, let's say, the Conduit on the Wii, and Conduit on the Wii emulator Dolphin, there's going to be a big difference, and it's going to be pretty
Yeah.
awkward trying to play that either way, with whether it be like using the Wiimote with a plugged-in, specially made sensor bar, or using the controller after some finicking around. It's just going to feel weird.
Yeah, that's kind of
Another
why
example-
I first.
That's why
Another
I
good
always.
example is Godzilla Unleashed because for whatever reason they put some of the attacks as motion controls. So to perform some of the attacks like grab, you have to use motion controls. It's not optional either.
Literally everything is a motion control, and that's why I always say, don't worry about these guys emulating your games. They're not going to emulate all of them, and they're not going to be able to play mostly all of them.
Oh, guys, if I could interject for just a millisecond. So this boss has an interesting gimmick. We gotta stop him from robbing the coins from the chest so we can beat him.
Okay.
Because he's affected by the
like a Donkey Kong thing. Or a Mario
Does
thing.
anyone else?
I understand.
Does anyone else have anything to say
Jack
about the
must have been
DRM
cursed
thing
by
now,
that
or
monster.
no?
DRM is
From
stupid
taking
and
the
lame
gold.
and shouldn't exist.
Oh,
Go
I
fuck
have no
yourselves,
worries then.
guys.
It's
Alright,
okay.
There's a
Jack.
reason
We'll just have to
in
defeat
most
the
of the-
monster, that's all.
I was just gonna say there's a reason and why whenever, like, in the very few times I have paid for digital games, most of them happen to be from GOG.com.
They patch it out anyway too.
Yeah.
Yeah, like no matter how recent or old the game is, they always just patch out the bugs, as if they're like, you know what, fuck it.
Okay, go ahead, Ben.
So next topic, Saints Row the reboot is a bomb. Completely unrelated, so.
I could have told you that.
There are pictures of stores of having hundreds of copies and none of them being sold.
I could have told you that from the fucking beginning. It was gonna
Yeah,
bomb.
I've been saying that since the beginning. It was going to be a bomb no matter what. And the game
Saints
itself,
Row.
it's genuinely worse than Cyberpunk somehow.
Oh
I
god.
don't know how that's possible, but it genuinely is. I've seen some of the gameplay of the storms. It doesn't even look like a storm. It looks like a glitch fest. Like, what the fuck happened to this game? Like, this game's been in development for like, what, 5 years? This does not look like 5 years.
Dude, on paper, just on paper, on a fucking dinner napkin, it should have been a great idea. Reboot the Saints Row game. Like, straight up reboot it. Okay, cool. Street games again. No more aliens. No more clones.
Oh, what's awesome
Straight up just street games.
fans like
That
our
was just
cases,
cool.
you could get, like, college payments.
Who the fuck says I gotta pay for my college tuition when you're in a gang, when you could easily just buy property, get the funds from whatever money that makes, and just pay it all off in one fucking day? You are a street gang member. You are a street gang. This is some shit out of a scary movie skit, man.
And those have actual forethought
Like,
put
hey,
into it.
Dude, shit, I'm safe. Why? I got pissed. Dude, that's straight up something out of a scary movie skit. Give me the money to register. And there. And safe. Oh, give me $50 more. For what? I gotta get pretzels from my kids' college tuition. I'm like, what the fuck? That's something out of a scary movie skit. I just made that up on the spot. I expect hearing shit like that. You know, I don't expect shit like, oh, I'm from the street gang, blowing up all these cops, and I'm robbing all these banks, even though you're really not. But I still got.
I love how this thing is affected by my magic the same way that the other.
Good punch.
Give me strength.
No amount of DLC is gonna save this.
Yeah, I need a DLC.
No, they need a new fucking game. Like, legitimately, they need a new fucking game.
They need to reboot it. Call it that. Saints Row, the reboot, as in we fucked up. We acknowledge that. We're gonna give you the Saints Row you want.
Saints Row, the reboot.
Yeah. No amount of money that can save that fucking game.
Yeah, Saints Row.
I saw some, no, I have to say something real quick here. The tires don't pop in the game. Sophia Narwitz posted a video on Twitter of her playing the game, and I saw, like, they just turn off the collision detection on the fucking tires. It's a little touch, but it's a major part of any game. Tires popped in fucking San Andreas. San Andreas is almost 20 goddamn years old.
Didn't Saints Row 1 tires pop?
Dude, you can remove the tires from cars if you want.
This Raiku, are you kidding me?
You can remove the tires, forget popping them.
Just remove the tires. No cars have tires. That's what driving.
Dude, you can't even stick up a store.
Yeah!
You can't stick up a store. That was one of the few little things that made Saints Row good. You had the option of robbing your own store, which is kind of funny, robbing another guy's store, or just
That's not even the worst part. You can't even do bank heists. You have to wait for your AI team to do it while you wait in the car.
You could rob stores in Watch Dogs.
Not quite, mate.
You could rob
The Watch Dogs games
Sora.
are like Grand Theft Auto Light, and they're better than the new Saints Row.
Yeah.
Just who was that chap?
I hate my life.
He's part of an organization
Alright,
that's
let's
collecting
go on.
heartless.
Ben, real quick,
First,
how does it
they
feel
release
to see
heartless
all
in
of the
different
things you
worlds.
love
We defeat
fall
those
into
heartless,
flames?
then they
It
get the
feels
hearts.
absolutely
We're
fantastic.
never gonna stop them like this.
What's the plan then?
We gotta find their
Next
stronghold
topic.
and finish
Speaking
them
of
off
burned to
once and
flames,
for
the
all.
Batgirl movie may be
Say that again, you
potentially
got cut off.
destroyed
I've
to
heard
show
some
the
tales.
IRS that there will be
Not
no
one like
revenue
this.
from the project.
Is there any way we
Say
can
that
help?
again, you got cut off.
Anything
Speaking
at
of
all.
destroyed, Batgirl
There
may
is.
potentially be destroyed to show the IRS that there will be no revenue made from the project.
Oh, goody.
So, if the projectionist who worked on that, who worked on the only screening for the cast and crew, has any sense of integrity whatsoever, that guy is going to make a copy of that film. I don't care how low quality it is, there has to be a copy.
So that's why you went to
I
Portland.
hope so.
And we thought you
for
actually
context
wanted to
on that,
save
it had
everyone.
for context,
Pirate
Batgirl had a
always looks to
funeral
profit, Miss
screening
Swan.
before the film
Yeah.
was locked.
Too bad.
vault
You had us
forever,
going there thinking you turned over a new leaf.
Sora,
Weirdly enough,
question is-
Jack
unlike
Sparrow,
Batgirl,
does not
unlike-
turn over a new leaf.
Oh yes, a reward.
No shit,
And
he's a
what'll it
fucking
be?
pirate.
That lovely
That
blade of
movie was going to
Sora's.
end up like the Fantastic Four movie.
Which one?
Okay, sure.
The
Roger
very
Corman
first one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on,
Yeah,
that was
maybe.
far too easy.
I do want to say, unlike
What's the
Batgirl,
right-
Very
however,
first one.
the Scoob prequel film might actually have a chance at being released. According to some insider stuff, David and Warner Brothers
Ah,
Discovery
there
is
you see.
considering paying the $2 million
Well, we've
fee
always got
to
the pearl,
the
Jack.
IRS to
That
release
I
the
do.
new Scoop
But someday I'll
prequel
gather a
film.
bloodthirsty
As
crew.
We had
the
a
film is
Scoop.
very
Take
low-life,
that blade.
according to
by then,
insiders.
Someday
at
you'll
least
gather a
within
bloodthirsty
Warner
crew.
Brothers
And if
circle.
I succeed,
We had a
I'll
Scoob
ask you
prequel, and
to
it was a
join
TV
me.
show. It
That'd
was
be
called The
more
Pup
than
Named
enough.
Scooby Doo.
Done.
Check.
Yeah, I know.
No, it's in like a
Discovery-
direct
Discovery
prequel to the
Channel.
Scoop
the
movie.
Keyblade after all.
Yeah. Well, apparently that's separate and is
He
actually
and
liked
Sora are
within
kind
Warner
of
Brothers,
alike,
so there's a
don't you
possibility
think?
that could get released.
Or
not.
I
So,
think they need to pay $20 million to get Batgirl released, and that's just way more expensive. So Scoop just makes way more sense.
by the way, Alex, what are you doing in Atlantica?
I have no idea. I think I'm grinding.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Alright, because you're having troubles with a certain Chernobog.
Right.
Goddamn fucking gargoyles.
Dude, how are you having
Well, the thing is like, one of my strategies for Ursula, which can also apply to Chernobog, literally just stand there and let your allies go to town on it.
Oh, yeah.
Does not work.
You could actually use arrow to give them
Kevin, where's a
additional
good hiding
defense.
spot for that?
There is none for that boss. Oh, god damn it, no! Guess what I gotta go do, guys? Guess what I gotta go do? Because I got...
You're a water type. Why are you not weak to lightning?
I gotta go to Atlantica.
Oh my god. Swimmy swim.
Finny fun, everybody. Fuck that noise.
Okay, next topic. Young Justice co-creator Greg encourages fans to rally together and get the show a 5th season.
Fuck.
thank
No!
Wait, what?
you. Yeah, okay, let's forget the show ever existed. Moving on to the next fucking
This is
thing.
great, Sora. I know he'll be happy to have this back.
VTuber is getting DLC in the new Sonic game.
is this
The dog one.
What?
Corona. Oh, I can't say
Corona.
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 Corona, yes. He's getting
You don't
special
even know
DLC
him.
in
Oh,
the
Daddy,
new
you
Sonic
told me that you don't trust
Frontiers with
but they can't
changing
all
the
be
sound
as bad
effects in
as you
game
say.
to her voice
And
and giving
Well,
Sonic
I'm gonna
special
prove
shoes.
it to you.
Okay, that's pretty cool. That's
Okay.
pretty cool. I'm not mad
That's
about that.
cool, but I don't give a shit about Sonic Frontiers yet.
Yeah, bad news about Sonic Frontiers, by the way. It looks like they're starting to rush it a bit.
Oh no.
Yeah, so
Oh,
the special Space Zone levels are literally copy and pasted from the other 3D Sonic games. Quite literally, beat for beat, it is the same levels.
Oh lord.
Outside of that, though, the open world is being praised by everyone who has played it.
But,
So
Ursula,
it's
what the
weird.
fuck are you doing here?
So it's weird because they're rushing one part of the game, but not rushing the other. Like they're actually putting some thought into the open world stuff. To
Alex.
some degree, but
Alright, Ben, I need to interject. What the fuck is Ursula doing here? She sent Flotsam and Jetsam to go get at Ariel so that she'll make the deal. This is stupid.
That's a good question.
This is stupid. This is fucking stupid, guys.
Kingdom Hearts.
I can answer that. I can answer that. This world was originally going to be its own full world, like its own levels, its own bosses. But unfortunately, the game had a deadline, so they had to scrap everything. They didn't want to get rid of it all, but they included it as a mini game world, which meant singing. That is in this game, that in this world, was originally going to be its own full level.
Why? The first games Atlantica sucked.
I
No,
really liked it.
I actually like the first games of Atlantica compared to the fucking Kingdom Hearts.
Thank you.
It's
Thank
true,
you.
Atlantica.
Yeah, it's
Finally.
only slightly better in the fact that you actually get real gameplay, but this is just a fucking rhythm game. I might as well be
And-
playing Beat Saber.
Dude, I
Oh,
do not like the
oh,
songs.
No. You might as well be playing Melody of Memory.
I'll be
Oh,
on my
God.
way.
Gotta have
That
copies of
fucking
Melody of
game.
Memory at the discount store in there, man.
Prince, though.
I'm not
He
picking
is
one up
quite a
yet.
cat.
Melody of
Right.
Memory. if you get the Switch version of Melody of Memory, you will be able to get a bonus Kingdom Hearts song or Smash Ultimate.
All I have to do
Yeah,
is
But
sign.
that's about
simple
it.
and clean remix. Yeah, you get the simple and clean remix.
No, it's not simple and clean. I
Background
believe it's the
actually-
swing version of Dearly Beloved.
It is. Oh yeah, you're right. My bad.
a deal.
I get the two confused, but
Ariel,
back to
don't!
Sonic Frontiers. So
Sora,
I'm gonna be
please,
honest.
you've got to stop
I'm
her,
not going
man.
to pre-order it. I'm too skeptical of the game. Also, it's releasing next to God of fucking War Ragnarok, so that game's probably dead on arrival because of it.
Who knows?
Yeah, that's not good.
Who knows?
Literally releasing the same day as God of War. Sega is going face to face with the God of War themselves. I don't know if
God of War
I should be
Ragnarok
saying that
looks
or-
like shit though, so who the fuck knows?
Sonic Frontiers looks better, so I'm hoping, so I have more faith in that game.
Sega.
Also, it's coming
Sega,
from
though. Like,
Sony.
here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Ariel
They
conveniently
fucked
has
up-
clothes.
Let me say this, Kevin. They fucked up Sonic Origins. I have no faith in Sonic Frontiers, no matter how much praise it gets.
Ben,
Because God knows how bad the final product.
Well,
will be.
the difference between that is that this is a new game. Sonic Origins is a
oh, and by the
collaboration
way,
game with
Ben and the people demonstrating.
That makes it worse. Yeah, no, hang on. That makes it worse because those are old games that were already made. And
That's
they
what I'm
fucked
saying.
up.
That's what I'm saying though. You have options, so at least you're not completely.
Hey
fucked
Ben,
over.
you want to know what makes Sonic Origins version of Sonic 2 somewhat better?
No, because it's worse.
You don't spontaneously turn into Super Sonic whenever you just jump.
Yeah,
That
that
doesn't
is
make it
that is
better.
pretty good.
No,
You-
that
Yeah, it
doesn't
does.
make it better though.
It
There are so many
does!
more
It
glitches.
actually
Oh my God.
does!
The game has so many game-breaking glitches though. That doesn't make it better. They're like the one improvement outside. of
What
the
game-breaking
many-
glitches? I have not seen a single one.
Have you not seen like the
where
30-minute
did you come from?
compilations of Sonic Origins being a broken, bloody mess?
No! Because I don't go out of my way to find glitches!
Unless you're a game tester.
They also, I mean, to be fair, they didn't fuck it up as bad as Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
I'll get to
God,
that
mess.
game when I get to it.
You found it.
They're able to get
Anyways,
Sonic
that's
1, 2, 3,
you.
Sonic and Knuckles in there, and somehow
Please.
you're able to fuck
Come with me.
up a
I wanna help you.
Genesis collection. Oh, we couldn't get the license with the music, bro. You own the music. Fuck
Yeah,
yourself.
they own the music. Oh, the
Well, there are
problem-
problems with it. Yeah.
No, like the
It's
only
like having-
problem, no, let me finish. The
It's like
only
Disney's-
problem was the only problem was paying the licensing fee. That's it. It's not even that much for Sega. But they're
Hey,
refusing because we can't get the music. It's like you're full of shit, Sega.
guys, I could have sworn Sebastian was
Money
supposed to
off the
be...
fucking re-releases.
Guys, I could have sworn Sebastian was supposed to be with Ariel at all times during her time as a human.
Yeah.
Instead of,
More continuity.
I do not ignore continuity as I've seen that movie just a little while ago.
I know. This world was rushed. Just ignore it.
I do not ignore these things, Ben.
Sorry. Next topic. Evil Dead Rise is officially coming to theaters April 21st, 2023.
And
I have no
Okay,
idea.
Evil Dead Rise? Was that a new Evil Dead movie?
It's a new Evil Dead movie with Sam Raimi as the producer, I think. He's not directing or writing, as far as I'm aware.
Yes, this you're gonna be the sequel to the remake they had years ago.
That wasn't
It
a
is not.
remake. That was a sequel. That was Evil Dead 4.
My
Yeah.
ass. That was
No,
Evil
that was
Dead 4.
that was a sequel.
My
I should
ass.
explain. Hang on, let me explain this. So yes, that was a sequel, and the original plan was to make an Army of Darkness 2, and Evil
where's
Dead 2
Sebastian?
featuring the chick,
Oh,
and then a third movie which would have been a crossover between her and
Frightened, wondering about
Ash,
the
and would have had
palace.
her taking
I wonder
like the
if it's about
mantle of
Ariel.
sorts from
If
Ash.
King Triton finds out
But it
what
was all
happened, we're in
canceled.
hot water.
So
Especially
it's
since you
Evil
kept it a
Dead,
secret.
Evil Dead 2,
What
Army of
about Ursula?
Darkness. And you're saying that the supposed
Well,
Evil Dead
how's Ariel doing?
remake is a
She's
sequel
only
to
got
all
until
of those
sunset
three
tomorrow,
movies?
right?
There
I
was
did
no.
not-
It was
I
never
did
a
not-
remake.
I did not get a single iota of a hint that this is a sequel.
Ash
there's
was
the
in the
credit-
movie.
Yeah.
Ash is literally in the movie.
Ash is in the
Yeah.
movie.
Credits.
Yeah, that's still in the movie.
He was in
And
the
that
end credits. That tells me nothing.
No, here's the thing.
You're
That was a
okay.
tease for Army of
Man,
Darkness 2,
they were
which would
so
have been a sequel
close.
to that film.
Well,
And
I
which would have
think
been
we ought
followed
to
up
get
by
back
Evil
to
Dead
looking
2,
for
which would have
Ursula.
also featured
Yeah,
Ash in
good
the
idea.
third film, which is untitled because it never got made.
Dude, that movie, there was no sign, there was no iota of a hint, there was
That
no
was
sign of Ursula
callback. There was not even a
Wonder where
weird
that sea witch
callback to
coulda
say,
gone.
yeah, this is the sequel. This is Evil Dead
Dude,
4.
Ash is literally in the movie.
Ash is literally in the end credits.
Ariel's been crying for a long time.
He's in the end credits. That's
Ash,
it, though.
here's the thing.
He's not even
Yes.
fucking. He's not even
No, no, no.
explaining everything.
You're saying there's not even an iota, and that is the iota.
That's barely
Yes.
an iota. That's just him saying
No,
groovy.
that
That's
isn't
it.
iota, because here's the thing, it was supposed to, the movie was going to lead into Army of Darkness 2.
That's not it then. God damn.
Like, it was going to be a thing. Like, that was what Sam Raimi said. That was the original plan, to make an Evil Dead 2, an Army of Darkness 2, and a third film. But it never got made. It never got off the ground, which hurts. It hurts so freaking much.
Dude, the entire time I saw it, I was thinking, yeah, this is a remake. Yeah, this is a reboot. There's nothing there that tells me, oh yeah, this takes place
Sam
years
Raimi
after the Army of Darkness.
disagrees. Dude, Ash Williams, he's in the credits.
Dude, he's in the end credits. Dude,
Yes.
he's doing that shit.
Enough.
Okay,
That's enough, though.
Enough.
Not barely.
Next topic. Next topic. Okay, so this is a funny story. It will start off annoying, but the end is funny. So, remember I can't, that school shooting, I think in Texas?
Yeah, cut off.
The suspended U of A. Is that it?
Uvalde, I believe.
Uvalde, yes. The suspended school police chief Pete, who oversaw the botched response to the school massacre, quote unquote, respectfully requests the school board to immediately reinstate him with all back pay and benefits, and close the complaint as unfounded. Literally an hour later, the school board fires Pete over police response to the shooting that left 19 students and 2 teachers dead.
You keep getting cut off, man. What was that again?
Fine.
Let me read it again. So
Basically, the guy asked to be reinstated, and they just wound up firing him.
You fuckers just stood there
No,
and
no,
let
no,
Ursula take her.
He requested to be reinstated with all payback and benefits.
Mm-hmm.
He was the
And
guy
they
in charge
basically
of everything,
responded
right?
and they basically responded with "You're fired."
He was the guy that was in charge of everything,
Yes, he was the guy who was responsible for
right? Let
21
the squad tell
Yeah,
everyone to
yeah.
stop. Like, did he take order? Was he also on the phone or on the radio with like higher ups?
Yes.
You know. Okay,
He's
what did they tell
responsible
him?
for the whole thing. He's the one who makes the orders, and
But-
everyone when he basically made the stand down order that resulted in a lot of deaths.
But did he have any higher ups? Like, was there someone superior to him that either agreed
I
with
don't
him, told him to
I
do
don't
that instead?
know. I don't know.
I don't think
as far as
so.
I'm aware, I don't believe so. If there was, they should also
Because
be
either
fired.
way, even if he was told by, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Because even if there was a superior that a guy that outranks him that said, no, hold your fire, don't go in, that guy should be fired too.
Everyone up and down the line there should be fired,
Yeah,
because at some
fire
point,
everyone.
just following orders becomes a dereliction of duty.
No
15
one,
minutes.
like, here's the thing, no one in that police force even killed the guy. It was fucking ICE. ICE
Yeah, it
ran
was
into the
off-duty
building and
border
their
patrol.
orders. Yeah, not even on duty, he was off freaking duty!
How are you gonna get an ICE member to fucking kill him instead of a police officer?
Because he was there.
He was
Yeah.
there, and he had
The
the
guy-
balls to do it. He
the guy,
basically
like,
told the
went-
others to fuck off, and he went in there and killed the guy.
Yeah, he went home, grabbed his tack gear, or put it on over his civilian clothing, walked in, and shot the fucker. And it's like, well,
mighty ruler of the seas?
They couldn't do that.
yeah.
You monster!
Why the hell couldn't you
Apparently that
guys?
was too hard for them. Unlock the fucking door. Unlock the fucking door. If you can't do that, shoot the goddamn lock.
How dare
Yeah,
Open-
but yeah, that
open the door,
insignificant
Hal.
human!
Everyone else deserves to be fired. Fuck the people who got all
Hey,
those
that's
people
enough.
killed. moving on to the next topic. This is going to be an interesting one. So, Warner Bros. Discovery has released a release date for an untitled quote-unquote event film for February 10th, 2023. And everyone is saying Ader Cut because it seems interesting for this weird film to come out of nowhere just to be untitled. And I doubt Discovery can make a film in like the span of 6 months. So what could this project be?
Well, coinciding with the fact that Will Smith has the Deadshot haircut again, well, haircut and beard, I'm starting to think it might be.
Okay.
I'm coping. I'm saying it is too, but that's just me coping.
Or maybe they're deciding to add another hour onto Zack Snyder's Justice League before they re-release it. It's just like, hey, Zack, let's put Deadshot into that film too. Let's add.
Wait. So like a 5-hour Justice League in theaters.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Of course. That makes perfect sense. That's really funny. Okay, next
Well, we just killed Flotsam and Jetsam.
This is a weird one. Ezra Miller's The Flash has become the highest rated DCEU film by early watchers.
Well, highest
rated.
Highest rated by test screenings, yeah.
Yes, the highest it's ever been since the Dark Knight trilogy.
Yeah, highest of any DC film since the Dark Knight, I believe, which is weird.
Keep in mind, this isn't just critics. This isn't just paid critics who are paid to do this. This is test screeners, the people who have to watch the film and verify if this is good. And they're saying it's the same level of quality as the Dark Knight.
I'm highly skeptical of some.
Yeah,
at this point.
If anything, that's surprising because let's face it, the Flash, right next to Aquaman, is like one of the most taunted at superheroes out there. Like, oh, you just run fast. Oh, what do? You're gonna run over the water? Oh, he's practically the Lance version of Aquaman when it comes to
yeah, but the Flash also had this TV show that ran for 9 years for some ungodly reasons. So
yeah, but who remembers that unless you actually saw it? No, not many people remember that show unless you yourself have actually seen the show or have at least grown up with TV to see the previews and the upcomings.
Not nearly as raw as Prince Eric stabbing Ursula with his ship.
And think about it like this. The Justice League cartoons, Justice League and Justice League Unlimited, they could have at any point made 1 or 2 episodes based off of any of the Flash's villains. And while I love the fact that they acknowledged how all of them are pretty overpowered against the Flash, whether it be individually or like in a group.
Ariel?
Oh, by the way, Gizmo, there is
it kind of shows that. Oh my God.
Gizmo, there was an episode of Justice League Unlimited where Wally had confronted some of his rogues in Justice League Unlimited.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm mentioning.
Ah, right.
That's what I was mentioning. That's why I said, there was a. That's what I was mentioning, man. Where they took them on one at a time, and they were like, "Fuck it, yeah, let's just go all at once." It shows what we have to deal
Goodbye.
with at a regular basis in just a small city. Showing that he too has villains that are up to par with Batman or Superman or something like that. But the thing is. Would you rather see?
I guess it's never too late to learn,
Would a kid rather see Superman fight Parasite or the Flash fight Mirror Master?
I mean, not every episode can possibly be
for just 1 hour, like because this is the movie we're talking about. Who are they gonna? Who's the main villain? The Top? The Pied Piper? nobody even knows these villains unless you're a hardcore Flash fan or a hardcore DC fan.
Yep.
No kid is gonna see like, oh yeah, my favorite villain is Captain Cold. And it's like, no, it's not. You're a liar. You're 5 years
If
old.
they watched the TV show, they would have, because Captain Cold was fucking awesome in that show.
Wasn't he played
Yeah,
by
maybe-
Michael Ironside in that series?
Yeah, maybe if you
No, and-
exclusively watch the CW Flash.
Yeah.
Maybe if you
by-
exclusively just watched
Wentworth
one of the
Miller,
Flash shows from
who
like
we
back in the day.
saw
But
on the Resident
here's
Evil.
what I'm saying.
Oh,
here's what I'm
lovely.
saying. Here's what I'm saying though. A lot of people complain that in the Flash, he literally doesn't learn his lesson. He's always running in, slipping, running in, tripping, running in, crashing. Like for how many seasons now he doesn't
9.
learn that lesson?
9.
9. Literally 9.
Right, 9, and he could have reduced it to just fucking 5, and I would have been fine. I would be like, okay, he's still young. Nope.
You could have 9 seasons into The Flash and have it be like, oh, I don't know, 13 episodes for
9
each
seasons of
season.
Flash though, and you're saying that he has. How many villains does he have though? That's like up to par that Batman would have a hard time with. Just Batman and just one of his villains though.
Top.
Yeah, well, that's okay. What I'm saying is.
Weather Wizard.
What I'm saying is,
Captain
I
Boomerang.
doubt that. What I'm saying is, while I love the Flash, Wally is my guy, and my favorite Flash villain has to be Captain Cold. What I'm saying is that you have to admit the Flash is not as diverse when it comes to powerful villains. Like he's got like 1 or 2, right? Reverse Flash and Black Skater. Well, yeah, Gorilla Grodd, but Superman or Batman could take him on too.
Superman
feel
could
like
especially
Gorilla
take
Grodd-
on Gorilla Grodd with his eyes closed.
Wonder Woman, Aquaman. I feel like if you put Gorilla Grodd in anybody else's city, it would fit there too. I'm just saying is that you've got to convince not only DC fans but also the casual fans that the villains that Barry has to put up with are big bads, like A-list to B-list villains. Sure, some of these guys are C-list, considering
don't let him
you
get
know
away.
who the fuck is asking for Top to return.
Oh, who the fuck is the villain in the Flash movie, anyways?
That's-
What's going on? Can't believe it.
Okay, fuck
That
you,
stupid peddler let you
DC.
far out of the
Oh,
lamp.
oh my god. Okay, that's
We're
another
pulling the
problem, bro.
fucking Arrowverse with this. We're taking one of Superman's villains and making him part of this allegedly Flash-based movie, you know?
I'm not saying Barry can't take on Zod for a few minutes, but I'm saying Barry can only take on Zod for a few minutes until Superman has to arrive.
Bad news though, in the timeline, Clark never landed on the Earth. It's just Supergirl. And if the plot leaks are true, she's going to get her next.
Are you talking about CW or the movie?
The movie.
the movie?
Oh fuck that! Why are you bringing, dude? Make a new villain or bring in a fucking D-list villain that he always has to deal with, and try to make him as big a deal as he never was.
Well, it's supposed to be a Flashpoint movie. Where the fuck is Eobard Thawne?
It was me.
Give us Professor Zoom.
Remember?
That has to take
No. Oh, Alex.
The reverse flash, you have to build up to the reverse flash because
Oh,
he's
Gizmo.
a big fucking guy. He's a big fucking villain that can take on Superman.
Gizmo, I gotta say something real quick. You know what I kind of imagine? And Thawne just goes up to Barry, he's like, remember when I was supposed to be the villain of this Flashpoint movie? It was me, Barry. I told the writers to put in Zod for no reason, just to fuck with you. Toodles.
I feel like he would. Let's say that, but at the end, it's like, and I brought down the ratings from Tomatoes because of this decision.
Oh, by the way, now I'm fighting against Vexen.
This is, if you say who's Superman's villain, people are probably gonna say Doomsday, Lex Luthor,
Zod.
or Zod,
Brainiac.
Brainiac. If you say who's Batman's villain, the Joker, the Penguin, Killer Croc, Poison Ivy, Riddler, Mr. Freeze. If you say the Flash's villain, without watching the show, who comes to your mind if, let's say, you're 7, 8 years old?
Captain Cold, Heatwave,
You haven't seen the show. You're 7 years old.
Captain Cold, Heatwave.
You're 7 years old. You haven't
Yes,
read
I'm
the
trying to
comic.
think back to the comics, because that was all that really existed for the Flash back then, aside from the TV show.
Here's what I'm saying though. If it was back then, kids would have probably said, "Oh, Mirror Man,
Fucking toy maker.
toy maker." But that's back then. If they would have made a movie back then. Today, because kids aren't really reading as much comics as they were back then. They're reading a lot more manga, watching a lot more TV shows than they were back then. What? At you, 8 years old, 2022, name me a villain from the Flash's gallery without saying, "Oh, I saw this in CW." You haven't read a comic book. You only played maybe Injustice. Injustice probably.
Captain Cold, Heatwave.
Here's an idea. Maybe
Is it Mirror Master in those?
Yes, Mirror Master is a villain.
Captain Cold is the only Flash villain. Captain Cold is the only Flash villain that's ever been in any of the Injustice games.
I thought Heatwave was also in that.
No, he
No,
wasn't.
he's never in there. Neither was Pop, the Piper, Reverse Flash. Well, technically Reverse
Thawne
Flash
is in Injustice 2, but he's a palette swap.
If you he was
And if we go into the DCA and U, Top was in Top and
Flashpoint.
Mirror Master were in those. We had Captain Cold. Technically, he was Commander Cold.
In the Flashpoint timeline.
Yeah.
Jesse Quick. What about the heroes, man?
Jesse Quick, Wally West.
Quick, Dawn and Dawn. Barry Allen, Wally West, Jay Garrett. No kid today is going to know Jay Garrett unless they've seen the CW show.
Or if they've seen the Justice Society movie that came out a little while ago.
Yeah, but what kid is going to want that as opposed to Justice League or some other Justice?
Justice Society is more recent, so
Well,
that's my answer.
I'm not trying to knock anything from DC. I love the Flash, the Society, and League.
Here's an idea.
The thing is, the Flash is the equivalent of Aquaman on land. Sure, Aquaman also has a lot of villains, but does he have a lot of villains that kids today or casuals today will know about or love?
You
You have to have the right writers, and you have to make him a big enough deal so people will be like, "Oh shit, this is the big bad. Okay, it's gonna be cool or gonna be a tough battle." You know, get into
Like, who the hell? Let's be real here. Who the hell knew who Yellow Jacket was?
from the Ant-Man?
Yeah,
I did.
barely. Yeah, but you've read comic books.
Bro, he has a point. No one really knew Yellow Jacket.
There's Yellow Jacket. There was Ghost. There was
Ghost is an Iron Man villain.
Abomination. Okay,
Ant-Man had
Abomination.
4 personalities, actually. He was Ant-Man, then he was Giant Man, and then he was Goliath, and then he was Yellow Jacket. And apparently because of this, he had like mental issues, which led him to not only intentionally, but also unintentionally be abusive towards Janet. That's another thing people don't know. Which, you know, makes sense why they would leave that out of the film.
Yeah. Well, here's an idea. Like, why not leave a Flash film with the Mirror Master in this serial?
Well, yeah, like honestly, they did that with Batman.
That works.
The Riddler was last in a Batman movie in 1994, I think.
Batman Forever?
Yeah,
Sad-
that was one of the worst films ever made.
And sadly, Jim Carrey's performance aged better than Tommy Lee Jones' performance.
It did not make sense for Tommy Lee Jones to act like that these days. But maybe if it was...
Sorry.
I
I'm just saying, maybe if Two-Face was grumpy.
But no, he's just as comically weird in that movie.
Yeah, very.
And Tommy Lee Jones came off as a bit of a hypocrite in that one interview who they had with him.
Yeah, where he said he couldn't sanction Jim Carrey's buffoonery.
Yeah. No, that he
Sorry, how many?
He pulled up offset
It's like, that guy's looking at Will Smith for 3 fucking Men in Black movies. He couldn't handle Jim Carrey.
Okay, so I will say, Men in Black came later, and Men in Black was also better than Batman Forever.
All 3 of them.
Oh, that's a no-brainer.
All 3 Men in Black. I don't care what people say about the 3rd.
Do people actually hate Men in Black 3?
Yeah, well, yeah, actually, quite a number of people do hate a Men in Black 3.
That's weird. That was like one of the best ways that they could have ended the fucking movie, the trilogy. Like there was such a
Yeah, and it was actually unique.
There was such a
there was this reviewer on YouTube that sadly passed away a long time ago. He reviewed Men in Black 3. He loved Men in Black 1. He didn't really care for Men in Black 2. He had low expectations for this, so he could try and surprise himself. And at the end of the day, he hated the damn thing.
That's weird.
Yeah, so the fact that anybody hated this movie is really surprising to me. Like, you have Will Smith finding out that
yeah, Jay basically.
I was gonna say Hardwell.
So
That Thanos erased his memory. It made him, and it made it seem like his dad was a hero.
Yeah.
Yeah, Agent J, he goes back in time and he finds out the reason why his dad was never around was because he died saving the world. And that was like, holy shit. Like that's kind of why Agent K picks Jay to be his successor back in Men in Black 1. And it's because he's been watching out for this kid for 30 years, you know?
what was I gonna say? But make like a Flash movie, like a detective one, like the Batman, with the Mirror Master being this mass murderer. Like, the Mirror Master as a villain concept is kind of terrifying, because you could...
Well, maybe not Mirror Master, because a lot of those...
mirror. He could genuinely appear from any mirror. So imagine all this shattered glass around the Flash, and from any single one of them, knife could come out and just poke him light in the leg.
Maybe not a Mirror Master though, because he has other villains. Like, he's got this villain called a Girder, which is like entirely made of metal, but he's always rusting. And there's also the other villain called Murmur, the silent serial killer.
Yeah. I'm just saying that Mirror Master could work really well.
It would work, but the thing is, it would be out of character because a lot of the rogues gallery in the Flash's city have like a moral code of their own. You know, don't hurt women and kids. You know, grown men are fine. You know, that kind of thing.
Do you remember how the Riddler was portrayed in Batman, right? Yeah. It's not like...
He was portrayed in a way that I was just like, no. Just, no.
Yeah, it's not like that was in character for him, but it
no,
still worked.
Nigma is not a Batman, is not like this glorified Batman fanboy.
Okay, so honestly, I don't like Riddler as a villain. Riddler had a great run as a supporting character in the Batman mythos. That's where he was he was reformed and he was like a member of like Gotham PD. And that was a really, really, really good period of time for the character. And
yeah, but I kind of missed
Like, I like him as a hero more than I like him as a villain, and he's been used as a villain, and despite the fact that, you know, he's a very good hero character, and I feel like he works better as a hero.
You know, that was actually an arc that was pointed out to me during K-Wing's playthrough of Arkham City, because he was just talking about a bunch of random things while he was playing the game, and he gets to and then it gets to a point where he'll talk about various things with the Batman mythos that's relatively obscure, and I'm like, wow, that's interesting. Oh, Aladdin.
I just hope that one day in DC cinematic history, we get to at least see a reference or a hero reference to the pink kryptonite.
We don't... You ever wonder why Solid JJ lampshades the fact that we don't talk about the pink one?
It was fucking hilarious, bro. In a dark way.
But it's funny.
In a dark way, it's funny.
Yeah, pink kryptonite.
But in a dark way, it can be funny too, though. That's like, haha, gay. Like, think about it like this. Like, wait, you turned gay with that kryptonite? Yeah. What are you trying to say?
Wait. Wait, Alex. I think I might have figured it out.
I just turned gay with
the entire time. The entire time, I think that guy, that Jonathan Kent was opted to hang out with.
His hair is made out of pink kryptonite?
Yes.
Oh, wait, I just remembered.
That's how he was able to seduce him.
So in the Justice League action, they did bring it back, but instead of turning him gay,
they turned him into a girl, yeah.
That actually works.
They could do that too.
Kryptonite sample 63, we could call it.
Yeah, and Superman literally comments like, I can work with this, and beats up the bad guy.
I mean, it's
Were his boobs as big as Kara's, though?
I don't think they're that.
Nope.
And,
You could do something with that.
You know, Alex, I don't even know if we were to ever incorporate it into our thing. I don't even know how Connor would react to Superman just being turned into a girl for a bit. He's just gonna be like, what?
Yeah, do I have too much now?
Hey, remember when Tony Stark was turned into a girl after being possessed by Ultron?
What?
Fuck, that was weird.
Come again?
So what happened was Ultron somehow came to... So what happened was Ultron somehow created his own human body and for some reason decided to pick a female. And
then he switched brains to Tony Stark?
No, he turned Tony Stark's entire body into a female.
That makes no sense!
What I suggested made more sense.
Yes!
And what I suggested was batshit insane.
Yes! It was, but it made more goddamn sense!
What's funny is that after that, when they somehow managed to turn Tony Stark back into a guy, the guys were, there was some heroes and some SHIELD guys that were like, oh yeah, we turned you back. When you see like a panel of Tony Stark looking at him in disbelief, and then the next panel you see him like looking under the blanket, and then War Bubble saying, yes, we returned everything back.
Okay, that's funny.
Yes. We returned everything back. Now, you did a little more than return it. And I wasn't 15 inches long before. I was only 14.
It wasn't just before. Oh, we can turn it back. No, I'm not saying I hate it.
Oh, come on, kid. That's an easy one.
We're getting behind topic. We need to get to our biggest topic of the night.
What is the biggest topic of the night, Ben?
I mean, how can you leave me on the
Warner
sidelines at a
Brothers
time
is out
like
of
this?
money, or is almost out of money.
Yeah.
So, let's read the full story. So,
What do you say, kid?
first
Wait till the
off,
microtransactions come through.
Want to see a little something I call Sandstorm Sweep?
cutting $3 billion worth of costs.
Take it away, Genie.
And this
And
is
Lou-
And cutting $2 billion from their market cap.
2 billion. Yeah,
You
and
know, one
recently,
lousy sandstorm, it's
last
just
week, I
too
believe,
easy.
they only have enough money this year to release 3 films. These 3 films are Don't Worry, Darling, Black Adam, and The House Report. Now, I want to clarify. Shazam's and Aquaman's delay, and yes, they were delayed
House
for the
Party?
audience doesn't know, for completely different reasons. Shazam
What
was
about
delayed.
Blue Beetle,
How
the
about
only
Charlie
film out of
Brown?
those that I actually give a
We don't
shit
know.
about?
No comment on that because we literally do not know. But Shazam was delayed because Avatar was taking all the IMAX screenings, so they had to push that back.
Why would
Aquaman 2 was
anybody
delayed.
watch-
Hang on. Let me finish. Aquaman
Okay.
2
What do
was
we do?
reportedly delayed because David is really unhappy with Aquaman 2, but not on the level of canceling it like with Batman.
Nice timing, Carpet.
So, what's everyone's comments on this? Are they really running out of money that fast? Is that why they're
Who the
cutting all
fuck
the
is
budget
watching
stuff?
Shazam on an IMAX?
A lot of people, apparently. But yeah, I think, in my opinion, I think this really does explain all of the cuts, especially in their animation department, especially when it comes to HBO Max, because they're moving all the exclusive shows off and selling them off elsewhere. Batman the Caped Crusader, for example, might be picked up by Netflix or Amazon, as they're in a bidding war for that show right now. So it's like, yeah, that explains a lot. And I think the reason this is happening is because the old management was bleeding so much money that Discovery is like trying to cut as much cost as possible to try and actually be able to release and finish these films and make films on their own. So they're
That's
in
certainly
a moment.
possible.
So my bet is that they're hoping the DCEU will be able to recover them. That is their main bet. That's why they're pushing everything onto the DCEU. Because if that does not work, they're dead. They're dead.
And guess who's getting bought out by Disney next?
WB.
Please
You
no.
joke, but Disney would do that. Disney
They would.
do that.
I'd
Why
do
they
that
want
to
that.
own Superman.
I mean,
Hey,
Disney's
Warner Brothers, hit me up. I'll give you
They'll buy
$5
all-
for Superman.
I
$5
guarantee you,
bucks.
I want to say, I guarantee freaking to you, if they buy DC, they're gonna do a Marvel vs. DC movie. And it's
They
gonna suck.
better.
Yeah.
No, they're not. They
Yeah.
are not going to do Marvel vs. DC.
Well, yeah, so
Not-
what's everyone's thoughts on this? Like, genuinely.
Well, that would certainly explain it, and I just want to say that I did call it because I've been saying that Warner Brothers has been wasting a lot of money on shit that doesn't matter for a very long time. Justice League is perhaps the biggest indicator of them wasting money on shit they didn't need to. The film was fucking done, and then they went back.
Multiverses?
I don't have any comment on multiverses.
You just gotta wait until the game gets a little older, the money will start raking in. Because
You've got like the DC television shows where they, they're spending way too much money on way too many episodes with not nearly good enough visual effects or writing to justify having as many episodes as they do. And then you have the DCAMU, which was a fucking disaster. You have the individual animated movies, which are themselves like outside of Batman versus the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They're all fucking garbage. For the standalones that are released after. You started at it.
what about the one where the Flash? What about the one where the Flash time travels?
Yeah, that was shit. That was the start of the DCAMU. That was.
And then they
absolute
ended
garbage.
and the Tomorrowverse ends up starting.
Yeah, the Tomorrowverse, it's not terrible, but it's not good.
No, it's not.
Yeah, that's really bad. I don't. Yeah, as we said, Warner Brothers is not in a good position because of the old leadership. And
they spend a shitload of money on celebrity talent, not enough money on the animation.
And Discovery is in a desperate bid to restore everything and try to make the DC EU the biggest force since the MCU. And if that bid does not work, again, Warner Brothers probably got to shut down.
They also have that thing with Cartoon Network endlessly airing reruns of Teen Titans Go, the worst show ever made. Okay, but nobody is watching 30 hours. Nobody's watching how long? Because they didn't have new content.
Series started in 2013.
They recently had
the problem with Parks and Rec is that they keep canceling the good shows, like Infinity Train, for example. Infinity Train was fantastic, and they canceled it for no reason. OKKO was good. Like, I was gonna have a Sailor Moon crossover as well with Mega Man, but they canceled that because fuck you.
Wait, they're gonna have a Sailor Moon crossover with OKKO?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they're going to the original dub actresses or what?
I don't know. We don't know much detail, but I think that was the intent.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Hang on, real quick. Who had the broadcast rights to the Masters of the Universe reboot? Like the good one starring Cam Clark.
Oh, that's Cartoon Network.
Okay. Yeah, Cartoon Network.
Are you talking about the first He-Man reboot?
Yeah, the 2002 one.
The one that came after the Adventures of He-Man? The one that was in the early 2000s?
Yeah, that looked really fucking good. Wasn't
it was good.
Okay,
and that they canceled Magnus XL, whatever.
Megas XLR.
They canceled Symbionic Titans. They canceled Teen Titans before they could get one last season out. From what
They promised one last season, but then Cartoon Network was like, no.
And let's be real here. The Justice League animated series could have kept going for a literal decade. But we got 1, 2, 3 seasons.
Well, we got 2 seasons of Justice League, and 3 seasons of Justice League Unlimited.
Does that actually count though? Because like Justice League Unlimited, it fits in a single Blu-ray case.
It kind of does, considering that from what I've been told, they always made plans for all these other episodes. But the way they ended their season, the reason why they end the seasons the way they do is just in case they were told, yeah, we're not making any more. Like, there's a reason why there's always a big battle finale or a big dramatic finale. That's just in case they were told, yeah, we're not making any more.
Like, regardless of any of that though, between the fact that they had a Justice League TV show that could have kept going for like, you could have kept that series going for 10 seasons.
Here's another
no problem, because there's plenty of Justice League of America material out there that you could pull from. The Justice League comics and all of the individual heroes have plenty of material that you could pull from them to make plenty of stuff out of. They canceled the Teen Titans Go comic, which was a really fucking good comic, and replaced it with Tiny Titans. Yes, there was a comic, and it was not the Teen Titans Go TV show. It was based on the Teen Titans animated series from 2003. Yeah, it was really fucking good.
I remember that vaguely.
Then they killed it and replaced it with Tiny Titans, which was fucking hilarious and should have been the basis for like a Teen Titans based comedy series, because it was like it had little fun pokies at various comic book things from over the years. There's like Supergirl turns back time so that somebody's not late for their like dance recital or some shit. and then like Starfire has to clean her room again or Raven has to clean her room again, or one of them does because Supergirl Turn Back Time. I mean, that was fucking hilarious. It was like Looney Tunes meets the Muppets meets Teen Titans, and it was great. And then that, I don't remember what happened to that.
They could have continued Static Shock for all I care.
Static Shock. Static Shock was a great fucking show. Where's my Blu-ray collection, Warner Brothers?
They could have. They could have made a Wonder Woman. You know what? Why isn't there a Wonder Woman cartoon show? They could have done that at any point in time.
Yeah.
There's no Wonder Woman animated series. No.
There's always movies. There's like specials, but there's never been a Wonder Woman cartoon.
There was two really good animated Wonder Woman movies.
No, there was one really good Wonder Woman animated movie and one really shit Wonder Woman animated movie.
Okay.
Yes.
Like
Bloodlines was goddamn garbage.
We have plenty of Superman, Batman, and as well as just stuff that revolved around Superman and Batman when it comes to TV shows and movies. We've seen Batgirl and Superboy in different versions. We've seen Supergirl, different versions. We've seen like Batman and Superman to be portrayed by different actors. Never once have I seen a Wonder Woman cartoon. Like,
God
about what she could have.
damn it, guys.
What happened?
Got a torn page. Guess where I gotta go back?
You gotta take a poop break, huh?
Yep.
Yeah.
Winnie the Pooh. Winnie the Pooh.
Okay, let's continue on with the topics, but I think we made our points with Warner Bros. Losing money and such, and Cartoon Network just being really stupid.
They've been
Also,
bleeding
I forgot to mention
ideas
this.
and talent.
I just remembered. This is also the same company that canceled Aqua Teen Hunger Force, a show that could literally last forever because, and I quote, they were ready to move on.
What about the fact that they didn't pick up Constantine for the CW? They let NBC kill that show.
I want to scream.
Constantine.
How about the fact that they canceled the Venture Brothers, one of their most popular shows on Adult Swim?
Do not get me started on that.
But Constantine is the best DC.
When I heard that they canceled the Venture Brothers, you let Venture Brothers continue. Like you let Archer continue, but you're gonna cancel the Venture Brothers.
Yeah, that was.
Oh yeah, Warner Brothers was also the progenitor of the fucking CalArts Beanmouth style. Like, they had two good shows that were in that style, and they were Adventure Time and Regular Show. Those were fucking great, and then everything became that.
It's like nothing had a
Gumball
unique
was
style.
the only other show that managed to make that work, and that was because it was like every character is animated in a different style too.
Also,
that was
Craig of the Creek.
Craig of the Creek is shit.
Yeah. Amazing World of Gumball is one of their all-time best shows, and they've been treating it like shit. It took years. It took years for the creators to get the movie greenlit. For a show that made a shit ton of money, that should have been no question. But no, Cartoon Network kept dragging their feet along, not wanting to do it. And I'm like,
oh yeah, let's give Steven Universe
what were you doing here?
another movie and a new series. When people stopped giving a shit about Steven Universe a long time ago, well before Steven Universe fans bullied somebody into an attempted suicide because they portrayed
which made it worse.
Yeah.
Oh, let's also.
I think we talked about this topic. I think we gave our thoughts on this pretty perfectly, so let's move on.
Oh yeah, no, I need to bitch about something else. Where the fuck are the last two seasons of iZombie, Warner Brothers? You made season 3 a Warner Archive exclusive, and then you never released season 4 and 5, and then you just fucking canceled the show, and that was one of the best shows on the CW. Like, seriously, that was the only thing I was fucking watching on the CW, who after the Arrowverse went to shit, and now you cancel that too. Fuck you.
I vaguely remember iZombie. Was that the one where a girl was able to communicate with zombies by eating their brains?
No, she was a zombie. She was a CSI. No, she was a No, she's a zombie, and she is an undertaker, or more to the point, a mortician. She's a mortician's assistant at the mortuary, like city morgue, and she eats eats the brains of people who have died and reads their minds to find out like what the deal is, you know, how they died.
And
That's
all
clever.
of you
Yeah,
are
it was a
right
really
here
good
too.
show. Starred the girl who played Summer Lansdowne
See
in
ya.
Power Rangers RPM. She's a fantastic actor. It also had Robert Knepper and Raul Coley, I believe his name is. Those guys are fucking great.
From what I'm reading, it did last 5 seasons and ended on May 2nd, 2019.
Yeah. And that's incidentally the last time we got a new season of the show on Blu-ray or DVD. Fuck, I'd take a fucking DVD at this point. I'd take anything.
You know what? WB should really bring back Mucha Lucha. We have much better animation. We have a lot better animation programs than we did back in the day because the guys were using Flash and only Flash. Imagine what they could do with like Blender if they decided to go,
or even modern Adobe Animate
3D, just Blender. I mean, yeah, like people are making like good ass web shows and little skits with Source Filmmaker and Blender. Imagine what these guys can do with just that, one or the other.
Oh,
Like,
by the way,
hey,
I got done with the Winnie the Pooh world.
Okay,
Oh.
I hate to interject, but
Okay, so go ahead.
Topic. We have so many. We're not even close to done. We
The
need
game's up, Jafar.
fruities. So 3, 2, 1. The 2003 ball.
sure this is it?
President Biden is used to justify the student loan bonus was specifically designed for members of the military who were volunteering to sacrifice their lives after 9/11.
It wasn't my
Sorry,
idea.
could you repeat that?
He made me bring you
No,
here.
no, like, I heard,
You him
like,
like I do. He
I
said
heard,
I
but-
could
Using,
fix it.
President
He said if I
Biden is
didn't
using a law
cooperate,
that
he
was
was gonna...
for
Where is
benefiting
it?
veterans that volunteered after 9/11 happened to justify
Where's
his
Jafar?
student loan forgiveness bullshit.
Yeah, so basically, his thing with the student loans is on shaky grounds.
And it's illegal.
Whatever.
Yeah,
Even-
well,
even Pelosi
shaky
on-
grounds at
Iago,
best.
You're supposed to be
Yeah.
our friend, but
And
you've been
it's
playing
highly
both sides
illegal. They
just to
also
make sure
have
you
no way
save
to pay
yourself.
it. So, yeah, I don't even know if it can go anywhere. Okay, next topic. This one's funny. So, Sony, being the absolute geniuses they are, raised the price for the PlayStation 5 in every single market except the United States for reasons of quote-unquote inflation, even though the US is suffering the worst out of all the other countries.
Yeah, Sony, you guys aren't smart, are you? Like, can you at least include a fucking pack-in game?
Right. Can you at least include a different controller?
Hang on,
The
it gets
game,
better.
the console costs $500.
It gets better. It gets even better. Microsoft and Nintendo responded and basically said, no, we're never going to raise our prices. We're never doing this. No. What the fuck? It's
Yeah.
like, Sony.
Yeah, it's common sense.
This just tells me that Sony is losing a shit ton of money off of the consoles and just
Gee, it's almost like...
are willing to take the risk everywhere else.
Gee, it's almost like maybe, just maybe, they shouldn't have made the PS5 so damn hard to get.
Yeah.
They shouldn't have made the PS5 so fucking expensive.
You could find
And you know what?
The Xbox Series X is the same price until the PlayStation 5 rose their prices, so it's like...
Yeah, but you can still find those.
You know what they maybe shouldn't have done? They maybe shouldn't have wasted a bunch of time on a version without a disk drive.
Yeah.
Because you know what? Nobody wants that version.
I never
And
understood
even then,
that.
here's the funny thing: if you wanted a console with no disc drive, the Xbox Series X is super cheap compared to the PS4 digital-only ones. People are going to get the Xbox One instead of the PlayStation One.
Yeah, and even though it's not as powerful, it's still a better machine. I mean, because you can actually fucking find it. The games you can play on the system you have are better than the games you can't play on the system you don't.
This is why I never understood the reason for a discless option for any console. It's like, okay, sure, we get it. A lot of people are buying digital games because it's the convenience.
through there. Hurry!
You know,
but why would you sacrifice ownership for convenience in the first place?
Especially not in terms of like backward compatibility.
Right, and like stuff like Steam, GOG, that makes sense because it's PC. You know, there's no way, as far as I know, there's no upgrade to the Blu-ray. Maybe there is, but they just haven't figured it out. But
there are no commercial games that I am aware of on PC that come on Blu-ray. I will say though, for consoles, if you buy a system that doesn't have a disc drive, that means you can't just run down to the local thrift store and buy a game that will play on it. You can't just go to. You can't buy a bundle. Well, that's another thing. I think Sony's working on a disc drive attachment for the PS5.
What?
Yeah, see, that's stupid. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The digital-only version.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what
I'm saying.
Indeed, I will, princess.
It's like, yeah, okay.
Excuse me?
You're having options without having options, is what it is. It's like, you have a discless version, and then you have a disc version. Okay, you're giving me options without giving me options. What is this? It was like, one's $3.99, one's $4.99.
No, it's not even that. One's
how about I just, wait one more week? It's like, okay, yeah, I could just wait one more week and save up one more paycheck to buy to buy the disc drive console. Why the fuck would they think I want one that has no disc drive console? It's like, oh, what if I change my mind? You know, what if I only have that console and I relied on that console to play Blu-rays and DVDs? What then?
Yeah, and you know what I could do with my Series X out of the box? Or not out of the box, but still. No, like, you know what I could do with my Series X? I went in and grabbed my copy of Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, threw it in the disc drive, downloaded an update. Guess what I was doing? I was playing Modern Warfare on my Series X. You know what I could do? Right out of the box, I could play my fucking Blu-rays and 4Ks and DVDs on the thing. I have a giant library of Blu-rays, 4Ks, and DVDs, as anybody who has ever seen a webcam video featuring me will attest. Like, I have 2 giant shelves behind me.
Cosmic powers.
Yeah, Fistical Media, it's phenomenal cosmic power.
No,
So
I'm talking about Jafar.
I need to interject. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to set a timer for 3 minutes right after I announce the topic. And once the timer hits 0, we are going to the next one. I'm sorry, we need to get these done. I'm not even close to halfway yet, guys.
And let's go.
Yeah, okay, so next topic. Next topic. TikTok and Snapchat pay millions in class action privacy lawsuits. I do not know the context of this when it starts.
Okay, I have no idea what to say about that, because everybody knew that this was that TikTok and Snapchat that were invasions of privacy, and I kind of wonder like how. I'm just feeling kind of left out because I didn't, you know, I was not dumb enough to download those apps, and therefore I will not be getting paid.
How is news? though. Everybody knew Instagram and TikTok were invading privacy. This is a Chinese ad.
No. It's because it lost the lawsuit.
This is a Chinese ad. This is a Chinese ad to begin with. I mean, That's red flag number 1. And it's aimed at kids. That's red flag number 2. Because let's face it, China are not really doing anything to. China aren't really doing anything to, you know, be on anyone's good side. They're known to be authoritative. They're known for the concentration camps. They're known for like treating their employees like shit when it comes to making phones, distributing phones, shit like that. They're known for making knockoffs, and rip-offs, man. You're telling me that that this is news? You're telling me that it's news that China wants to invade your privacy and know what you had for lunch before you take a shit?
That's not what the news thing is, though. It's that they lost the lawsuit. It's not news that it's an invasion of privacy. It's news that
that's news?
they lost.
These are good.
Okay, so what's gonna come of it is my question.
These are good in the first place. And why do you think they're stupid? Why do you think they're stupid? Like, why do you think they're stupid? The privacy thing was the biggest thing when people talk about TikTok or Instagram. It's like, oh, they invade your privacy. They find out that there are these malwares that's like get into your account and like find your location, shit like that. How is it news?
Just to end the timer now, nobody cares. Move on.
The rule very plain that vaccines do not reduce the risk of COVID-19. Essentially, you now say vaccines do not prevent infection.
Yeah. So let's get our things out of the way here. The vaccine doesn't prevent the infection of COVID-19.
Yeah.
Everybody needs to say this at least once. Yeah.
I've gotten coof after I got vaccinated a while ago.
Yeah, I caught COVID getting it like a few days after I got the vaccine.
Let's be fair. I think it only prevents from. Let's be fair about the vaccine.
It never prevented anything.
It should at least prevent. It should at least prevent you from getting poof for a little while longer.
No, never did.
Oh,
Genuinely did nothing. They actually gotten some people sick or killed, depending on the person. But again, it depends on the person and their system. I'm not saying we'll do it to everyone. I do think you're playing the lottery with that. It just depends on how you're playing.
All the people who lost their jobs over that, and or you know, people who couldn't get vaccinated, who got because of compromised immune systems and things like that, and who were getting bitched at by their employment. And, you know. So this is now vindication for them, and it comes a little bit too late because you know now they've admitted what we knew all along, what they basically started claiming not too long ago. Oh, and well, it's just a massive disappointment that anybody fell for this shit in the first place. Because
let's be honest though, when you think of vaccine, that's what you think of, a vaccine.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, these weren't vaccines, they were experimental gene therapy.
So when it's basically like saying, oh, take this medicine. Oh, what do you think of when you hear medicine?
Yeah.
Medicine.
Something that'll actually fucking help. You know?
Right.
Got it?
So when I hear vaccine, I think cure. I think something to slow down said of whatever virus that's happened. You know, or something to at least help you get rid of the virus or something like that. I think something must have gone wrong, if anything, because there's no way these guys are just because there's no way these guys are going to give you a vaccine that doesn't work and then be like, yeah.
The big thing was that they after all this started coming out. The big thing that they were doing was they were saying, oh, we rushed the vaccines to market it too quickly, and this is all Donald Trump's fault. When they were literally begging him for Operation Warp Speed and complaining that Operation Warp Speed didn't happen fast enough. And that's like plainly fucking obvious for anybody who remembers what things were like back then. And they were fucking begging. And the fact that it came out in like less than a year as it was was a goddamn miracle. And you can't complain that Donald Trump rushed them out too quickly when you were getting on his ass for not getting it out fast enough.
Donald,
Timer.
Goofy,
Okay, go ahead.
you guys are too much.
Topic. Yep,
If you're
next
ever in the mood
topic,
for some more cosmic razzle dazzle,
I got a guy here that says Maxon's
Morgan. The J.D. Morgan is
Well,
coming
you've
to
done
The
it again,
Boys Season
Sora.
4 in an
Don't
unknown
forget
role.
about us, okay?
Commenting,
I won't.
give me
And
some
Sora,
tights. I'm
about
ready
that
for
friend
some
of yours.
tights.
What you're
Maybe
looking for?
he's playing,
You'll find
Vought.
out.
Spider? Vought.
Yeah.
What?
Vought.
Yeah, like Mr. Vought. Like the guy who founded the company. Hey, the guy, like, Stormfront's,
I don't
ex-husband.
know. I feel like that's a stretch. I mean, maybe.
Well, it might be a stretch, but who knows? But I fucking love Jeffrey Dean Morgan. Jeffrey Dean Morgan is a great actor. He was great in The Walking Dead. He was great in his brief appearance in Batman v Superman, and he was great in Supernatural. So I'm hoping for good things with this.
I agree.
I wouldn't say it's a stretch though, because if anything can happen in The Boys. How many of us expected Homelander to be in a relationship with a female Nazi to begin with? Nobody.
Well, nobody expected Stormfront to become a woman in this, anyways.
That was an out of nowhere thing.
Yeah. So, if Stormfront,
I need to find
from
better assistance.
the TV universe were to go to the comics universe, Stormfront could hook up with Stormfront, and I don't know if that's self-cessed or masturbation.
Yes.
Both.
Like what? Okay, so let's. Yeah, so what's your speculation for that? For like how Jeffrey Dean Morgan is going to show up in this? Because I think he's going to be Vought.
I don't know. I don't really have any comment. I'm just curious to see what role he gets. I mean, you might be right, but who knows?
I just have to wonder if he is going to be a superhero. What will it be?
Maybe he'll be Blarney Cock.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Next time, please. I don't want to talk about that.
You know what? He might be one of the heroes in this comic.
Yeah, what if he's who's the guy? Who's the knight?
What if he was a superhero that had Tourette's?
Hang on. I know. Oh my god. What if he's the head of that X-Men ripoff team in that universe?
Ooh, that would really work. He'd be really good for that role.
Evil. Yeah, that would be perfect for him. He could make that manipulative evil role really work.
Well, I think it would be funny if he played that superhero that has Tourette's and he calls he calls the butcher a cunt on accident.
We gotta bring presents back to Christmas Town.
That was the thing that happened in the comics. Like he'd come across like a team of special ed superheroes and save them, and then one of them, because he has Tourette's, and he outright just said "bloody cunt," and Butcher just looks at him like, "What the fuck did you just call me?" And he was about to beat the shit out of him until the leader actually calmed him down.
The timer's about to go off right now. Yeah, this.
Let me say,
next
the Butcher would say, "I know I am, but what are you to that?"
No timer. No more. Next topic. Okay, so I do need to do something in the kitchen, so I'm gonna read this next topic and then start the timer. So I'm gonna read this. So, BioShock, the director of the Hunger Games: Catching Fire, I Am Legend, and Slumberman, has joined to direct the BioShock movie with writer Michael Green, who wrote Logan, Blade Runner 2049, and Death on the Nile.
Yeah. Timer. This movie is going to be fucking great. I can already see it.
On one hand,
because we're pairing a good director with a good
writer. You're going to get the guy who wrote Logan, but on the other hand, you're getting the guy who directed Blade Runner 2049.
Well, he didn't direct Blade Runner 2049, and he wrote Blade Runner 2049.
Even worse.
And it's the same. You kidding me here? Blade Runner 2049 was fine.
Yeah, but just fine? I mean...
It was better than the original.
Oh, no, boy, don't.
Yeah.
If my dad was still alive, he would have reached...
He would have
found your dad Razor Fist?
Computer screen and bitch slapped you.
Your dad Razor Fist?
He loves the first one. He bought the Blu-ray collection the moment he found it in the store. He listened to the he listened to the, I was gonna say documentary. He's listened to the commentary. He watched the different versions of the different narrations, including the Harrison Ford one. He loved that one, and I can tell you right now, he says that Blade 2049 was like, it's okay.
Dennis Villeneuve is the guy who directed Blade Runner 2049, and so
the moment I said, well, what if Blade 2049 was, the moment I asked him, what if Blade 2049 was better, he looked at me like, don't make me regret having my wife give birth to you.
That was good.
The guy who directed Catching Fire is a perfect pick for that, because Catching Fire is like pretty much, the Hunger Games films are kind of similar to BioShock anyways, so.
Yeah.
A lot of people would say that
Catching Fire is a really good movie.
I could give a shit about the Hunger Games. To me, the Hunger Games
like
Hunger Games was just another Twilight thing.
You are completely wrong about that. Twilight.
I'm not talking about book quality. I'm talking like fandom wise. Like, how dare you make fun of it? I bet you want to see your Star Wars.
I mean, Hunger Games fans were never as insufferable as Twitards were.
Yeah.
I've met quite a few Hunger Games fans. Tend to be like sensible. Twitards tend to be, to this very day, the weirdest people you will ever fucking meet. Aside from like the handful of normies who are like, yeah, those movies were shit, but the books were kind of okay.
Alex, have you ever seen the movie Vampires Suck?
Ugh.
No.
The only reason I know it's a bad parody movie, but here's the thing. And it was good in the virtue that it made fun of something that I hated.
Yeah, but you could just watch Hellsing Ultimate Abridged and then mute that thing at the very end, and where Taka pretends that ragging on Twitards was not apropos, you know?
What?
Like that thing in episode 10. Do you remember that?
Barely.
Where he kind of said, "Oh yeah, making fun of a book series aimed at teenage girls might have been kind of stupid," or something like that. And as part of like Alucard's repentance for all the stupid shit he's done over his life. Okay, let's be perfectly honest here. Twilight is Mormon propaganda.
Yeah,
it is 110% Mormon propaganda. I remember there was an excellent video about this that I can't remember or who made it. You can probably just look up Twilight Mormon on YouTube and find it, and it's just like that's just how it is. And I will say, like, in terms, going back to the Hunger Games comparison, though, the first Hunger Games movie was awful, but that was not on the director. That was entirely on the fact that the studio insisted that the Hunger Games only be one movie. And the fact that anybody was able to wring a coherent film out of Catching Fire being as long as it was and cutting it down to as short as the movie had to be, it was amazing. And then, finally Mockingjay came around, and Mockingjay... it was a fitting finale, to the point where I will legitimately say that, and even as bad as the Hunger Games 1 was, the first Hunger Games movie was, it is worth watching that simply to be able to watch Catching Fire and the Mockingjay films.
Mockingjay, it has an interest. Is that one movie that kind of convinced me that, yeah, Jennifer Lawrence is quite talented.
Yeah,
I'm back.
Yeah, we were talking about the merits of the director of, for as often as you spray for mosquitoes around here, Mr. Mosquito Truck, there certainly don't seem to be any less of them.
What are you talking about?
there's a mosquito truck spraying outside my house right now, and I don't know if the microphone is picking it up, but I certainly was.
Why was there a Heartless? Why was there a Heartless that was a capsule machine in this game?
Good question. Probably because Japan.
Of course.
Yeah. Okay, let's move on to the next topic.
And before we do, I didn't give my thoughts on Bioshock. That might be cheating because the timer ended, but I overheard you saying that it had a great pair of a director and writer, and I have to agree. These are some damn good directors and writers on this project. Like, this could be a home run for Netflix. Like, similar with Zack Snyder's own film on Army of the Dead, I think it was.
Yeah, Army of the Dead, and he also produced the Army of Thieves movie. And there's supposed to be an Army of the Dead animated series coming, if that'll ever fucking release. Okay, thank God. Yeah, Zack Snyder is finally returning to the world of animation, and after his rather excellent outing on the Guardians of Ga'Hoole, which is a weird fucking book.
Legends of the Guardians, the Owls of Ga'Hoole.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, I think this could be a home run. Let's go to the next topic. Let me get my timer ready. So recently, this topic's gonna be interesting. So remember the cleaning lady that found Biden's daughter's diary?
I remember that.
Molested by Biden as a young child. Well, turns out the FBI has arrested and charged her for quote-unquote stealing the diary.
Yeah, even though it was abandoned in the house for more than a year. Necrocade actually did a video on that on the charging of her and the person who connected her to Project Veritas about it. And like, this is... It's patently... power. Yeah, it's patently fucking absurd.
It's not even just that. It confirms the contents of the diary.
Yeah.
Biden sexually assaulted his daughter as a child.
Yeah, so...
Nasty. I don't want to imagine that.
That's really bad. It's really, really bad.
Let's
should we go to the next topic?
Yes.
So let's move on as quickly as possible.
Next topic. Yeah, okay, so this is an old one, but I wanted to share it because it's funny. Charlie commented on if someone else was casted as Daredevil in the MCU. He said, I would go down into my basement, I would find my old Daredevil mask, and then I would hunt them down. I'll make them fight me for it.
Ooh.
You know what? I'd believe that he could beat somebody for that.
Unlike a certain Iron Fist.
After he got some training, he could. But Season 1 Iron Fist, fuck no.
Yeah, no. Next topic.
Can we get Johnny Young Bosch to play Danny Rand instead?
Yes.
Okay, next topic.
Next topic. So this one's gonna be interesting. So now we got plot details for the next Godzilla film. I'm gonna quote this: Godzilla and Kong will team up to fight a quote-unquote colossal, undiscovered threat hidden within our world.
Destroyer.
Releases March. No, we don't know yet. The sequel
it's
releases.
Blatantly obvious, Ben. With
hang on. Let me finish. The other details include the epic new film will delve further into the histories of these titans, their origins, and the mysteries of Skull Island and beyond, while uncovering the mystic battle that helped forge these extraordinary beings and tied them to humankind forever. I'm gonna start the timer.
Yeah, I don't think it's
pause the timer because I also have to say something else. Legendary is also shopping around to find a new distributor for it after all the shenanigans with Warner Brothers.
Yep.
Okay, now we can start the timer.
And I do want, hang on, before we do that, and according to Mikey, who's been a very reliable source on this topic, he says that David is the current head is trying to keep him locked and key, and trying to negotiate a new deal with them and fix the relationship.
Here's hoping.
Yeah.
It's, you know what I think? It'll probably be Destroyer, but it would also be kind of cool if they pulled out Gamera. But Gamera isn't going to happen because if Gamera happened, they would have announced that they would be riding that to high heaven.
Yep.
I have a camera, and I really don't think it's going to be Destroyer either. It's going to be another
OG monster.
Godzilla monster before we get to the big. Yeah, it's either going to be an OG monster, or it's going to be another veteran monster, like maybe Anguirus, maybe Morgura, maybe it's going to be another mech,
or maybe it's going to be the other moth creature.
Rodan. Well, no, we already had Rodan. Never mind.
No, the other moth thing that.
Batra.
Yeah, Batra. Yeah, Batra is just gonna be seething with so much jealousy over the fact that Mothra prefers the giant lizard. And Rodan's just gonna be like, no, dude, it's not worth it. It's not worth it.
It's not worth the mussy.
And then, what does Batra's roar sound like?
Fuck.
I just kind of imagined it.
1 minute, 30 seconds left.
Godzilla versus Chucky.
Oh my god.
Oh, God.
Chucky dies
Godzilla
in one
versus
hit. Jason dies in one hit.
All I gotta say is it's not gonna be Destroyer, and if not, it's gonna
Godzilla versus Freddy Krueger.
Oh my god.
Freddy Krueger dies in a single hit.
But what if he attacks while Godzilla is asleep?
Then Freddy Krueger still dies.
I want to see Dream Warriors with the monsters.
We're the Dream Warriors. Don't want to sleep no more.
And maybe
I want to see
tonight,
Dream
maybe tonight you'll be gone.
Hang on. I have 40 seconds left. Let me get my thoughts. So, I don't think it's going to be Destroyer, but I do think it will most likely be an OG monster connected to either Godzilla or Kong. What that could be, no idea, but apparently the film's going to take place above the earth and under it, so...
It's going to be Drago from Bakugan.
Oh god.
maybe even two threats. We'll see. But
God damn it, Alex.
I'm excited. I'm excited to see Godzilla back.
Drago the Dragon.
Kong back. So yeah, I think it's gonna be interesting. We have 7 seconds. Any last comments?
Nope.
Moving on.
All right. Next topic.
Nathan.
Okay, so next topic. According to film updates, a former HBO Max employee says as many as 13 people of color previously in charge of developing diverse shows have been laid off. They reportedly fear Warner Bros. Discovery is rejecting
Get
quote-unquote
loco, bro.
Hang on, no, let me finish. That they are rejecting quote-unquote left-wing diverse content in favor of more
You have to repeat.
more middle American friendly fare. Starting
You know, the funny thing is, like, left-wing content isn't diverse. You don't have like the same kind of diversity you had back in the 90s, back in the early 2000s, back as recently as 10 years ago, you know? You don't have like these like multicultural friend groups that accurately represent how the world is today. Because like we had like my friend group was basically like Power Rangers, you know? We had like Asian kids, Mexican kids, we had you know, me, Native American, and white kids, all kinds of kids, all over the place. That was the friend. Yeah, that was basically the friend group. And you know, nowadays, you've got like
if there are
characters who basically fall into the same archetype, like black kid with an afro, ineffectual white person, and white woman who needs to shut the fuck up. You know, that kind of thing.
Closeted homophobic white guy usually is one of the characters. Yeah. Let's just say if these guys were in charge of making a new Power Rangers, you would have 5 total, 3 of them being black, 1 of them being white, and another one being a nondescript minority from either Mexico, Guatemala, Peru, or Brazil.
What about how they turned the tomboy character from the most recent season of Power Rangers into a lesbian?
Of course.
Yeah, they never understood that. Yeah, you liking sports means you gotta be lesbo. Yeah, that makes total sense.
Athletic girls are never into dudes. Never mind the fact that I see like 5 or 6 husband and wife I have pairs working out at the gym every day.
Didn't Ronda
They're not even the same every day.
Didn't Ronda Rousey say that she would have sex before every match or something like that?
I don't remember that, but I wouldn't believe it. I wouldn't deny it. And like, people have weird fucking methods.
Like, I remember there was an MMA girl that said that she would have sex before a match.
I remember reading a 4chan post alluding to something like that, but it's 4chan, so if you believe anything you read on there, you're a fucking idiot.
Oh, also, I can imagine a lot of people who are idiots considering what they believe.
Also, Japan exists.
That's going to tie into something later on, but yes.
Anime exists, so that kind of shows that even though it shows that the athletics there, like, guys, they're not lesbian just because they're in sports. They just haven't shy.
I have 8 seconds to comment. I have 5 seconds, so I just want to say, go woke, go broke. Fuck you, HBO Max. All right, next topic. Timer has ended. The next topic. So, funnily enough, there is actually one division of Warner Bros. That has not been cut at all, and that is the Warner Bros. Games studio. According to inside sources and confirmations, Discovery has been very supportive of the company, and that there are no layoffs or projects cut by their bosses, and that the division has been said to be quote-unquote profitable. Starting timer.
Okay, you know what? That's not surprising. Warner Brothers games always managed to sell despite them being of poor quality, like the Lego games.
Yeah.
Like the only good Lego game that they've done in a long time has been the Skywalker Saga.
Yeah.
No, come on.
Was phenomenal.
Lego Star Wars, Lego Indiana Jones, come on.
Lego Star Wars wasn't good after like the
Lego
first
movie
game.
Even the Lego movie had a good one.
I haven't played the Lego movie game, but if it was anything like the Lego games,
the second
between, yeah.
From what I can tell, it was like the Lego Star Wars was good. Lego Star Wars 2, the original trilogy, was even better.
Susanna Livingston says my favorite fight coming up soon. And yep, I just gotta make sure that I'm actually strong enough to win it.
Honestly, I do want to say, Gotham Knights gotta be interesting because that might either
Lego
do
Indiana
well
Jones
or tank company.
Lego Indiana Jones, the original trilogy, was great. Lego Indiana Jones 2 was really weird considering they redid everything.
Yeah, they even did like this weird open world thing, which was impressive for a Lego game, but like is weird.
Oh, Lego City Undercover was actually pretty good, but that was a completely different game style.
It was
which was something that I liked. That was how they did it back in the day, with Lego games.
It was
like they had Lego characters in a game. It wasn't just like there is a genre of Lego game, which is how they did it with like the first Lego Batman game, and
the Batman game was really good.
It was lame. It was like every other Lego game up to that point.
And that is until they went to 2 and 3. And then it was they just happened to be Legos. That's how I
liked. You know what I'd like to see? I'd like to see an Arkham game using the Lego aesthetic.
Oh, that would be funny.
Oh man,
that would be funny as hell.
You know what was great? Lego Dimensions. That had Doctor Who with Back to the Future
and Sonic the Hedgehog.
In theory, it was great, but in execution, it kind of, I wouldn't say it shit the bed. I wouldn't say that. I think, if anything, it was a missed opportunity.
I have it. I love it, but I do slightly agree. It's just the prices are really high for them right now.
Yeah, I will say there were a lot of missed opportunities there. It wasn't a bad game, but it was, not as good as it could have been.
Especially since they borrowed a lot of properties to make into Lego pieces that still haven't to this day become Lego sets, like Portal, The Simpsons, Ghostbusters.
At least they have made Ghostbusters Lego sets. At least they weren't At least the most Ghostbusters 2016 ever got was in that movie, that series. So, yeah, okay, go ahead.
Alright, we have to go on the next topic. I might be a little quieter since there are people going to sleep in my house, so I gotta be a little more quiet. But I'm still gotta be here. There are some people sleeping in my house, so I have to be a little more quiet.
No problem.
Keep going.
Alright, next topic. What was it? Oh, yeah. So, Warner Brothers has apparently found its new DC Comics head. This is not confirmed.
Oh, boy.
But it is reportedly going to be Dan Lin, who produced the Robert Downey Jr. Sherlock films, the Lego movie, the Lego Batman movie, Aladdin 2019, It 1 and 2, Godzilla vs. Kong, and Haunted Mansion 2023. I'm gonna start.
So he's done equal parts good stuff and really bad stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I say more good than bad. But yeah,
well, I'm not worried. I'm not worried much about this one.
Yeah, I think this is a safe choice. Like, this is someone who will take orders from a higher up while making some quality stuff.
Right.
Hey, Gizmo.
At the same time, though, those last couple movies, there might be a little bit of that. That's he might leave one or two of those things from those couple movies behind in one or two DC films. Also, why are you gonna remake the Haunted Mansion? Just leave the Eddie Murphy one alone.
The Eddie Murphy one isn't even that good.
No, it was bad.
It's good for what it was. I really don't think a remake's gonna do it any better. You make it any more funnier, the humor might sound even more forced. You make it serious, it might look too edgy. You know, I think it's best the way it was.
Cast Johnny Depp and have him reprise Captain Jack Sparrow in it. And Pirates of the Caribbean Adventures in the Haunted Mansion.
The Haunted Mansion was originally going to be a new Pirates franchise, but they fucked it up and they never.
That'd be cool. Pirates of the Caribbean Adventures in the Haunted Mansion.
No, I didn't mean like a crossover.
I understand that, but like, just have it Adventures in the Haunted Mansion. And this is an order. You are not allowed to not do this, Disney.
Do like a mini kind of stories, like an anthology with the Haunted Mansion with different stories. That could really work for it instead of like a really big story.
You know what's one thing I'll never understand? How it's like in Kingdom Hearts, you could have some of these characters look like somewhat muscular around their torso, but then their arms are like, I don't know.
Twigs?
Yes, twigs.
I think that's just how Kingdom Hearts characters are.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy characters are.
Yeah, that's how they are.
That's stupid.
Well, maybe not Final Fantasy characters. It's mostly Kingdom Hearts characters, though. Either their feet are big or their legs and arms are skinny.
Before the topic ends, does anyone else have anything else to say? Or
no.
I got nothing else.
Next topic. Alright, I'm about to read the next topic. This has got to be one of our big ones. So, should I increase the timer by like a minute or no?
Gotcha. 30 seconds.
30 seconds, got it. Alright, so increasing for 30 seconds. Alright, I'm gonna read the topic. Amazon says its $1 billion Lord of the Rings series will determine the company's streaming future. If we can't make it successful, why is Amazon Studios even here? Starting timer. I gotta say, if Boys and Invincible get canceled because of this, I'm ready.
No. Just don't hate watch it. Don't watch it for hate watching.
No hate watching.
No hate watching. No mistake watching. No riff watching. No commentating watching. No.
You can do no. You can do all of those. You just can't watch it via Amazon Prime. Wink.
Yeah, you could literally just pirate it.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you were gonna do it, at least pirate it, because there's no way we're gonna give these guys the viewership or the money they think they deserve after not only ignoring the fucking original guy that made the original movies, but also also ignore most of the official lore that's written in the fucking books.
Not even just the
To be fair, they didn't get the rights to that, so...
No, they also fired the lore masters from the show because they were arguing Amazon about it not being accurate. So they got rid of it.
Because of course they did. Because that never backfires in any way, except for all the time.
Why is it $1 billion?
Yeah, they spent a lot of fucking money on this show, and it looks like shit. No, like it looks worse than the 20-year-old, no, the 22-year-old Lord of the Rings films.
Yeah.
Anyone ever seen Young Hercules? That show on Fox Kids? It looks like
The one with. Are you talking about the one with that Xena spun off from Adventures of Hercules?
Yep, the one with Ryan Gosling.
Kevin Sorbo.
No, Young Hercules, the one on Fox Kids, the one with Ryan Gosling.
Oh, the Ryan Gosling show. I thought you were thinking of the one with Kevin Sorbo. Okay.
That's all I'm getting from this show. I'm just waiting for Ryan Gosling to just jump out of the screen and do a flip.
I would legitimately, like, if they had Ryan Gosling in that show, that would be fucking great. Ryan Gosling is a great actor.
He is always
And he's self-aware.
Now listen, Jack.
Well, you have
I'd
1
like
minute
to
and 10
thank
seconds left.
you,
Should we
and
go on to the next
while
topic,
delivering
or
Yeah,
presents
let's
is
move on.
something
I don't think there's
only
anything
I
else to say about it other than that it's
can give you
goddamn
an
garbage.
idea of
All
what
we have are repeats.
Sandy Claus?
Yeah, so, let me just double check something. I'm trying to find a link to
Yes,
it.
all that
Because our
poor
next
puppet
topic is
wanted was
related
a
to
heart.
Kickstarter, and it's actually really interesting. There it is. Alright, so... Let me just get that link back up again, because I just...
Ho, ho, ho!
No, wait, is that it? Oh, here it is. So, this is gonna be an interesting one. I just reset timer, so okay. So, Wild Arms and Shadow Hearts creators are launching a double Kickstarter campaign for spiritual successors called Armed Fantasia and Penny Blood.
Why not just buy the rights back?
So basically, it's like 2 Kickstarters in one, where you're funding both games.
That's probably it. I can say that if they bought the rights back, that would probably be too expensive. That'd be more expensive than just making a new game with the with the title.
Pretty much. Yeah, so that's why they're making 2 new IPs based off those. I mean, inspired, I should say, and it's actually really interesting. Like, it's already risen. It just opened today, so it's already risen to $500,000 in like a few hours, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, guys, I got the Decisive Pumpkin.
I really like the art style, so I'll share that in the broadcast chat for anyone. But, like, it does look. These 2 games have 2 very different styles, and they look pretty good. They do look pretty good.
Santa Claus thinks maybe it left because it was trying to find a heart.
I might actually back this, honestly.
That's
I
quite
feel like
possible.
with all these spiritual successors, it feels like a lot of these game companies are just sitting on their asses whenever I see something
But
like
if it
this.
wanted a heart,
Oh yeah,
why
that's
was it
basically
going around
why.
stealing
That's
all those
basically why
Christmas
people buy these,
presents?
do this kind of thing.
Like Crapcom era Capcom when they wouldn't make a new fucking Mega Man game up until years later with Keiji Inafune not even involved in the projects anymore.
Yeah, thank fucking God.
Yeah, that made sense. When Konami decides, fuck you all, we're gonna make pachinko machines, and the guy that made Castlevania decides to kickstart his own project. That made sense, but something like Wild Arms though.
There's no box, no ribbons.
Is there been a new Wild Arms game?
Jack,
Let me ask that question.
Sony
Because I don't...
It's about what's inside the box.
Sony, I would just think you would think Sony out of all the companies would be the ones to try and revive more games. I mean, they did that with Crash, they did that with Medieval, Spyro.
Right.
There's always rumors that Sony's gonna buy the Metal Gear Solid rights back from Konami.
What's this?
But I'm not holding my breath considering what they're doing to anime games nowadays. For all we know, they're gonna censor a lot of the government conspiracy shit.
That must be Sally's present.
Really? This wonderful feeling?
You would think Sony would at least revive wild arms as well.
present in the world.
Nah, that would be
Sony also has a policy of not selling off IPs, even if they're not planning on doing anything with them. So, you know, there was no way that they would ever get the IP of that.
That's stupid.
Is just to be with you.
Aw, what a lovely
imagine
moment. Donald, why are you looking away from this? You were married.
Like, imagine just giving a guy your idea for a game, and they're like, "Okay, cool, I'll release this game." And then later he says, "Oh, it's not yours anymore. You gave it to me. It's my game."
would like most anything you gave
That's
her.
how it feels like
I know.
Wild
That's
Arms.
what
That's
made
how I
it so
feel
hard
like.
to decide.
That's what it feels like when it comes to the Wild Arms successor. It's like it's like what you want, man. It's mine. If you're just gonna keep what I made,
As long as she can be with
I
you,
guess I
what
gotta
else
make a
does she
successor
need?
because I got no choice.
pretty much, yeah.
It just feels like a no choice kind of decision. It's like, okay, if you're not gonna make any more Mega Man games, the games I fucking made, I guess I got no choice but to make a successor. All right, if you're not gonna make any more Castlevania games, the games I fucking made, you know, I might as well make my own version of Castlevania. I got no choice.
Yeah,
Just
it's definitely interesting, honestly. Like, the double campaign thing, I actually really love the idea of that. And it's being done by the original people of both those games under a new company. So it's ambitious, but I like that. I like the ambitiousness of it, and I hope it's successful. It will be. It's almost to its target price of $700,000.
Oh my.
If anything, it's going to go over that goal. I think it's going to, because, you know, just hearing that the guys who made Wild Arms want to make a successor is going to get them the cash they deserve, because, let's face it, if you're known as the guy that made that game series and you're trying to make a successor, you're going to get a lot of cash.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to back this. This looks really promising. I love how both games have a completely different style and idea to them. It's great. Yeah, I think that's all we have to say. This is definitely going to be very interesting.
And I gotta go back to Pride Lands because Simba's moaning about and Scar is living in his head rent-free as a ghost.
Just
All
banks
right,
the lioness.
I think we should go on to the next topic. So next one is about Trump again. Every week,
lovely.
every day of our lives is Trump.
Orange man bad, orange man bad, orange man bad.
Okay. So the topic is the Trump
I enjoyed that
update. They
weak dead
finally
elephant
released
we
it,
had yesterday.
and I believe
Hey,
16
how's
out of
Simba?
the 20-something pages are all redacted.
Yeah.
We gotta
To the
laugh
point where a
every
bunch
time
of
we
people
hear
were
that
making
dude's
jokes
name.
about that. Quite hilarious ones, I will say.
Yes, they were actually creative with it.
It's even funnier because they didn't
One more
redact
time.
stuff that hurt their case. So, for
Simba!
example, in the update, I'm gonna quote this: the Justice Department acknowledged that Trump's lawyers and former officials pointed to his
That's
absence
enough.
or to declassify documents as president.
Go on then.
The
See for yourself.
DOJ
Simba
explained
is
why they
one
ignored that point,
wishy-washy king.
but the rationale is
Yeah, I bet
completely
about now
redacted.
even some of those high and mighty lionesses were wishing they'd gotten themselves a different king.
Fuck.
What do you think could have happened?
Well,
There
let's
are
go find
literally
Simba and see.
pages upon pages that are just all redacted. You cannot read them. This hurts them more than it does Trump. Trump is going to gain so much support from this.
Scar?
Yep.
It gets even worse because according to their own affidavit, apparently
We better
they
tell
only
Simba
raided the guy
about
because
this.
he gave the National
Wonder if
Archives
he's up
documents
there.
they asked Trump for and used that as an excuse to raid Trump.
Jesus.
So Trump being asked to be given documents and him giving them the documents results in him being raided, which is stupid. Which is stupid. Stupid. Alright, I think that's all we have to say. Is it, or does anyone else have anything on it?
I think that's it.
Yeah, but just Orange Man bad, right?
Yeah, more orange, Lord Man Dad.
Orange. Okay, next topic. Oh no, Resident Evil series canceled by Netflix after one season.
Oh no, what a
Anyways,
travesty.
Anyways, Danny DeVito says Disney better cast him as Phil in the live-action Hercules movie. Saying, quote unquote, if they don't put me in that movie, they don't have a hair on their ass. Sorry, Timer.
I say yeah. Either that or Roger Bart.
No,
Like, if it can't, well, if for some reason they don't want Danny DeVito, well, it has to be Roger Bart. And you know why? Roger Bart
they
was
made
the
too
singing
many
voice
bad
for
decisions.
Hercules.
They made too many bad decisions when it came to their live-action movies. Think about it. Beauty and the Beast was boring. Aladdin had lost potential. Cinderella was shitty.
Cinderella was like the best
How
of their
many of these
fucking
we gotta go
remakes,
through until
too.
they figure out? Okay, yeah, dude, Aladdin had lost potential. Dude, I was excited when I saw that because that was my that's my most favorite Disney movie of all time, right next to Little Mermaid and Atlantis. And I gotta say, man, they really had a lot of lost potential. Like they could have had dance numbers. They could have recast one or two guys. They could have one or two others could have acted better, but
that doesn't concern you.
Oh man, the jokes, man, the jokes. There's also missed opportunities with the jokes when it came to Will Smith being fucking cheap. He could have made references to his own career or something, like how Robin Williams did sometimes when he was a
It's all up to you, man.
And learn when to say cut, or more to the point, learn when to cut and post, guys.
Not what your father would have done.
Yeah, pretty much.
So you're saying it's all up to me?
Like, if they
See,
don't bring back
there you go.
DeVito,
Exactly.
James Woods, I have no interest.
We know your dad was a great king and all, but now it's your turn. Remember what I
They
taught
have
you.
to.
You gotta put the past
That is
behind
funny,
you.
they have
It's
to.
time to go out there and show everybody things are
but
gonna be just
let me
fine.
let me say this.
Yeah, you can do
Hayden
it.
Christensen.
You gotta live for today.
Okay, yeah,
And find your own path.
as Hercules.
No, as Hades.
Hayden
Find my
Christensen.
own path.
Yeah, that
Not
I feel
my
like that could work.
father's.
That's
Yeah,
it.
I'm glad to
Let
hear
me
you say
imagine
that.
that.
I thought some people were imagining Jeff Goldblum.
No,
Promise
I
me you'll
wouldn't
help
say
Simba
Jeff
any way
Goldblum.
you can.
As long as Sora handles the dangerous
Good
part.
choice.
Definitely
Not
not.
for Hades.
I'm
Maybe
counting on you, Simba.
well,
And
maybe
so
George
is our
Clooney.
baby.
Oh, George Clooney would work.
I think
They were
George Clooney
originally
could be
considering either Jack Nicholson or
Great,
or
now we're
John
gonna have to
Lithgow for the
babysit.
animated one.
Pretty well.
But then he would beg for
Say,
lots
Let's
of
go see
money.
Rafiki first. I'm sure
I
he'll
do
be able
wanna
to tell us
say
something
Kingdom
about that
Hearts has a
ghost.
strange obsession with bringing back Hades, and I love that because James would bring back to it.
Who's
And
got some
apparent-
Who's
I
got
cannot
some
say it's,
pussy? Oh, Mason's on
Damn
screen.
it.
Kitty.
God damn it, Mason.
Kitty.
Okay, the timer just hit. I just want to make one final comment. The underworld in Kingdom Hearts was recently confirmed to be connected to every single Kingdom Hearts world.
Yeah.
So Hades is quite literally connected to every single world. So
That's-
God bless James Wood. He's
That's
everyone.
So he's technically the most
stupid.
powerful Disney one out of the group.
I love it. I love you, Kingdom Hearts. Alright, next one. Okay, this one isn't really a topic. Trump and the Goth House did memes based off the redacted. Trump did a simple one. Like, his message was just all redacted except for "Make America Great Again." Please.
Oh,
But the house
oh,
was
there's-
funnier.
oh,
The
there's
house
even-
was funnier.
or there was even a better one. Never
Yes, I
gonna
know.
give you up. Never gonna let
Yeah.
you down.
Well, I don't
Never
know.
gonna run
No,
around and desert you.
Read it. No, I don't. You already ruined it. I was gonna show it to you guys without spoiling it, but you already ruined it. Okay, next topic. Since someone ruined it. Next, what was it? This
Oh,
one.
I ruined it. Whatever, man.
Yes, I already talked about that topic.
You took the joke out back and stepped on it, Kevin.
Yeah, you stepped on it, Kevin. Yeah, I was going to post it. And I was gonna have Dunn read it because he didn't know.
I did know. I actually saw it already.
Oh, never mind then. Alright. Let's see. What's the next topic?
Chris,
Okay,
you gotta
so
save?
here's the next. Here's the next topic. Matt Shakman has dropped out of directing the next Star Trek movie due to scheduling conflicts with quote-unquote the Fantastic Four. Guys, start.
Oh.
Okay, what the fuck ever. Wake me up when the movie actually starts filming.
Fantastic Four,
I'm
Star Trek.
curious. Does that mean he's directing it, or does that mean he has a
Fantastic Four.
Okay.
He's directing it. Also, wake me up when they get a... I was completely unaware that they were working on another Star Trek film.
Wake me up when Fantastic Four starts filming.
I thought Quentin Tarantino was supposed to be doing the next Star Trek film.
With lots more foot fetishes.
And cursing.
Yeah, he was going to have Gamora... He was going to have Steve Trevor licking Gamora's feet.
Wait, Zoe Saldana is in those?
Yes, Chris Pine is too.
I know Chris Pine is.
Yeah, Zoe Saldana plays Uhura.
Uhura? Uhura?
Yes.
You have no idea that I'm joking about the weird names.
Do you have anything else to say or
Not
no?
really.
Yeah.
Do they even have a cast?
Here's a cast, I imagine. Ben Affleck as Ben Grimm, the Thing.
Okay.
I'm not gonna so far.
Margot Robbie as Sue Storm, aka Invisible Woman. Huh?
Who is Invisible Woman?
Margot Robbie. Let's see. Obviously bring back John Krasinski as Mr. Fantastic.
Come on.
They also gotta bring back the other guy to play the
Do
Thing,
you
though.
three know anything about Scar's ghost?
They already said Ben Affleck.
Scar's
Let's-
In the multiverse kind of thing.
Let's see. And then for Johnny Storm.
You do know.
I'm sure you could already tell what a kind of machinations I have in my mind.
Henry Cavill?
No.
Matt Damon?
No.
Alright, going to the next topic.
Oh,
I don't know.
Next topic is about...
no. Kevin who?
I have something in mind. I'm just...
Isn't Rick Astley?
Nah, Rick Astley wouldn't be a good Johnny Storm.
Well, I know that, but...
Jason David Frank? Who?
I'm legitimately gotta go on to the next topic.
Tell us. Tell me.
Neil Patrick Harris.
Okay.
You're really okay with Neil Patrick Harris as Johnny Storm? He's not even that good looking.
Boy.
He's not young enough for the role, but he's
not.
He's a good actor. I like him. He was the only tolerable part of How I Met Your Mother.
How did your mother?
I didn't. I saw reruns of it on TV sometimes, and I watched the episode where Bob Barker turned out to be Barney's dad.
The fuck?
Yeah, Bob Barker is Barney's dad, by the way.
Ezra Miller didn't mind the stream of bad headlines, but sought help after learning one of Burroughs' conspiracy scrapping the film entirely. He said, and I quote, "Big Damn Flash is one of their favorite characters to play." And I don't know if that's an Ezra quote, actually. I'm not certain.
No, that's not an Ezra quote. Literally, legitimately, when I first saw that headline, I had a fucking seizure reading it because it was like, Like, that's what I thought too. And no, they're referencing the fact that Ezra Miller is currently using, like, non-binary pronouns, despite the fact that he is also, like, he has beard stubble, a incredible masculine jawline, and, like,
because he wants to be protected.
A tenor voice, you know, this guy...
Oh, fuck him.
This guy is not, this guy doesn't pass as quote-unquote non-binary.
He doesn't.
Sorry, that really
we don't know
makes him
nothing.
that is him cross-dressing, but that's
It's coming back to me.
Oh, what they fucking do. People cross-dress sometimes. Sometimes the guys from Monty Python cross-dress.
I'm just gonna come right out and say it. Non-binary is fucking
Must
fake.
be afraid he can't around here somewhere.
It's imaginary.
It's also incredibly damaging because
Simba,
it reinforces
do
gender
something.
stereotypes.
pretty much. I don't have any comment. Should we go on to the next topic?
Yeah, let's move on.
Alright, topic time. Let's see what's next topic.
The son of the great
I am not talking about the Rick and Morty game. You're not making me.
Where are you going?
Oh, yeah, so there's a game from the creator of Rick and Morty.
Simba!
Well, one of the creators of Rick and Morty. Where he, like, voices a couple of the... He voices the gun and also the knife.
Oh, I remember
The
that.
weapons won't shut the fuck up.
Seems
And
like.
I should clip of that
Some way
somewhere.
we can help.
Yeah,
I
even
posted a clip of that. And,
We should start by talking
you
to
know,
Simba some more.
these are
Let's head back to
jokes
the Pride
that
Lands.
were funny when they were delivered by somebody else, like 10 years ago.
My main problem is that he doesn't change the voices. He needs to do different voices.
Well, yeah,
but
he
does
uses the
same-
Rick voice for the dagger, and he uses the Morty voice for the gun.
No,
Like,
he
there's
doesn't
a-
use the Rick. No. He doesn't use the Rick voice. He uses the Australian Rick.
Oh,
voice.
yeah. So he uses the Australian Rick voice for the dagger.
Oh, Morty.
Poor crikey, Morty. I'm gonna eat help building this fucking time machine. You know, God help me, I'm gonna turn myself into a pickle again.
Pickle Rick!
I really hope they don't reference Pickle Rick in that game.
They don't have the rights to it.
They probably will. They'll find a
They don't
way.
have the rights.
Like, I don't want
Then-
to go to a secret room to find out it's a secret room because there's a
This is
pickle
going
in
to
the
be a
middle of the room.
pickle grenade.
BioShock also had the thing where you kill kids, and it was better there because it was actually, like, kind of horrifying, and the kids weren't irritating as shit.
Yeah.
Also, like, to say that this is...
To be fair, fuck those guys.
They're also talking about, oh, it's edgy dark humor, or like there was dark humor in other things, and it was better back then. And the Modern Warfare trilogy, it had shitloads of edge to it, and like it's still, those games still hold up. Like I was playing Modern Warfare 1 yesterday, and it's fucking great.
Did you ever get into an MLG hyperventilation contest with someone?
I have never done that, no.
Good. Because that proves that you have a life outside of video games. It was actually one joke from Sanity Not Included where you got a couple of FPS players in a COD session. They're like, "Hey, I'm more MLG than you." Oh, bullshit, I can MLG circles around you. Oh yeah? MLG hyperventilation contest right now! And then you just hear them breathing heavily. To the point where it sounds like something else. Anyway.
Anything else to add or no?
No, let's move on.
Alright,
Lame game is lame.
Yeah, we didn't talk about this during the Amazon thing, but someone made a point on on Twitter that the boys Invincible, Marvelous, Mr. Basil, and the Legend of Vox Machina all
Machina,
may be
yeah.
gone because Amazon can't figure out how to market it for the release. So that's all this part to the topic start.
Yeah, so if you guys fuck up and wind up having to cancel your entire TV division, then go fuck yourselves. You can stop. You can stop taking my goddamn money because Like this.
I do.
I will say the boys will probably survive. The boys will probably like find a new home, because that's a Sony production distributed by Amazon. But still.
Yeah, I do want to say, I would not be surprised if Netflix picked up all these shows.
They'd be fools not to.
Yeah, they would be. Like, imagine if they shut down the division, all the shows are canceled, and then Netflix comes in, buys them all, and says, hey, we're gonna finish these shows. We're never gonna cancel them. Come subscribe to us, and we'll give you that content. Imagine the amount of money they would get with that.
They would literally be printing money.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I would legitimately sub to them because of that. Like
I said, Prime Video is basically dead overnight if that happens.
Yeah, it would be, very much so. And yeah, I think this would be a really stupid decision. If the Rings of Powers does flop, it will. But when it does, the division, they will be making a big nightmare for themselves.
Also, this is Amazon. For fuck's sake, you guys have like some of the biggest amount of capital in the entire fucking world. Well, you can't afford to, like, I don't know, pump a little bit of money into something that isn't the Lord of the Rings show that nobody wants to fucking see, with like shit that fucks up the movies,
Simba!
that like some of the biggest cultural touchstones of the past 20 years. There's all-time classics that people are still going to be watching 30 years from now, much less 30 years from when they were released.
That's
you know?
not what you're supposed to be. You
Like
can't be Mufasa. You can only be you.
The Middle-earth films
Everybody believes in you as a
are
king.
fucking classics.
They just want to see what you'll do.
Yep.
You will see people
and if anyone's
watching
saying
those,
they liked your father
those
better,
30
it's because
years
you haven't done much
from
yet.
now.
That's all.
Oh.
I know that.
And
Then stop moping and do
this Lord of the
something.
Rings show is probably not gonna have that.
Fine.
You know?
The show is
like
the show is literally
Why stick
$1
around if he's not even gonna
billion. It
try?
doesn't even look like $1 million.
Like, okay, people are
Come
gonna
on,
go.
Goofy.
There's a Lethal Weapon TV show. Bet you didn't know about that.
The hesitant
But,
king will one day
you know, the Lethal Weapon movies, people still talk about those. People still quote those. Nobody gives a shit about the Lethal Weapon TV show. Like, the guys who played Riggs and Murtaugh left that show.
Timer done. I'm sorry. It is over.
Let's keep going.
The next topic is, this is going to be a fun one. The full trailer of
You
My
did
Son
it!
Biden
The
was
ghost is
released
gone!
on Truth Social exclusively and trailers exclusive for elsewhere. And it's, I believe, the first movie
I'm really
released
lucky
by,
to have friends who stand by me.
Yeah, whatever it is. I think it might be either Daily Wire and promoted by Breitbart, but I don't know.
There you go.
But
I mean,
it looks fucking hilarious. Like all agendas aside, this film looks like a the kind of parody movie you could only really get like quite a while ago.
Are you gonna
like
say it or do
one of the things that it reminds me of is like there were a whole bunch of presidential comedy films in like the 90s and early 2000s. And one of them was The Distinguished Gentleman, and I think The Distinguished Gentleman is, well, it's not a presidential comedy film. It's like a congressional one, but it's a very good movie, and you should all go watch it.
You're coming too.
It's been recommended by. It was recommended. I think originally recommended by the guys from Let's Drown Out, and there was also Ty Beard recommended it, and it's a great movie.
We're here.
Very cheap to buy on DVD, I believe. It doesn't look that great, but you know, let the writing thing go. And there's like little. I think there's like little fourth wall breaks in that, like there are in this one. But like I will say, just put aside all political agendas that's going into this film. Like it's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, this is
way to go,
Simba.
Simba.
I've seen it. It breaks my heart that this is not in theaters. This
I
should
think
be
this
in
is.
theaters.
I will not. The thing is, I will not pay for this film unless they're going to send me a DVD or Blu-ray.
Yeah, it's
I will
digital
buy.
only
I will
now.
buy a DVD or Blu-ray. Like this is
Yep.
one of the. This is like what I said about
Are you with
Ashens
me?
and the Polybius
Now and
Heist.
forever,
I
Your
will buy a
Majesty.
DVD or Blu-ray, but I will not stoop to buying a digital film.
Yeah.
Especially not for $25, which I think is what they want for it.
Yeah.
That's a little bit too much.
Oh, and also the
Yeah.
giant, also the Ghosts of Scar turned into like this giant monster, or that I gotta take on.
Okay.
It's annoying because I want to buy it, but I don't want to buy it digitally.
Oh, and I can only fight him as Simba and Sora, as opposed to my useful party members.
Although I will say there is one major criticism of the film. It depicts Joe Biden as having a working brain.
That's a good way to it's just a
Yeah.
So, there we go. Alright, so, next topic. Let's see, what is it? We're almost done. Alright, so, okay, this actually one was yesterday, so, on Google, Nintendo accidentally updated their Nintendo Direct page to say in 4 days on the Google page. So like on Google, it'll say in 4 days or less now. So there is most likely going to be a Nintendo Direct in the beginning of September. And not only that, but there's also been some leaked like software stuff, like maintenance being. I'm gonna start the timer and speculate Direct stuff.
Eh.
No comment.
Really?
Fair enough.
Kevin, do you have anything to say about that?
No, I do not.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Why would I have anything to say about it?
Nintendo releases new attachment that allows you to simulate Bayonetta giving you a lap dance.
Just put this foot on around you.
I'm not gonna do that.
Okay, next topic. Okay, this is a funny one. Lady of the Lake, an off TV Plus show.
Oh, come on! I pressed triangle!
Oh, got her. Lady in the Lake, which is being made by Apple TV Plus, had a halted after a group of locals contacted producers and threatened to shoot somebody if production didn't cease. Producers were been told that they had $15,000 to they will continue. Apple is
Okay, this is weird. Do we have any details about the story?
Let me, yeah, I'll read this in another Okay, so the article says, increase security provisions after threats of violence. So let me see here. So from what I can gather, locals really do not want them filming, and they, instead of trying to negotiate with them, they pointed the gun at the air.
They have a reason why they don't like the filming that's going on there? Do they just not like Apple or the subject of the show, or what?
I don't know. They said they're working.
Oh yeah! Oh god, guys, I got Thundaga, and you know what that means? I gotta go back to do more. I gotta go back to do more Finny fun.
Crazy locals in the Batmore area at the time, and they just really didn't like Apple being there. I guess in their area. So it's
Interesting.
Like, it's funny to think about, but like it's like why? So should we go on to the next topic?
Simba seems fine now.
Oh, this is a depressing one. So the Futurama reboot titles for the first few episodes have been revealed. I'm only going to be reading the first three because the others aren't that bad, but the first three.
Well, read the
Do you
whole
think your
thing.
quest will ever
honestly.
be over?
Yeah, sure.
I don't
Okay,
know.
so all
But
I'll
I
read
think
the inoffensive
as long as the
ones
Keyblade
first.
stays
So the
with me,
inoffensive ones
I'll have to keep
are
fighting.
these are the episode titles, by the way. So
The
there's
struggle
related to
never
items you
ends.
view,
That
children
is the
of
great
a lesser
circle
bar.
of life.
How
Never,
the West
ever.
was 1010001.
The secret to victory
I know what you did
is
last
a
Christmas. And the
strong
first 3 episodes
heart.
are, oh god, bad. So the first
Go
one
on,
is
go on, go,
the
go,
Impossible
then.
Stream. The second one is
Go on,
Rage
get out.
Against
Yes,
the Vaccine.
Yes, it is
And
That's
time.
actually a
Your
really good
fight
title.
continues.
If it wasn't for the fact that it's like a
Till we
modern
meet again, Your
thing going
Majesty.
on, then
I hope
I'd
that's soon.
be kind of interested
It
in that.
will be. So long.
Yeah, and then the third one is Zap Gets Cancelled. Master Timer. It's Hulu and Disney. I do not have it.
Yeah, no.
I will give it this. The Rage Against the Vaccine title is clever. But
They
it's
need to
gonna be
have-
it's going to be very pro-vaccine.
Yes, and if they have like a cameo from Rage Against the Machine, I get the feeling that like old Futurama would have taken the piss out of them for being massive sellouts, and new Futurama will probably just suck their dicks the way they did with The Simpsons.
Yeah. The first episode seems like it's going to be explaining how they're back while also bringing streaming involved. Again.
So in a
I mean,
nutshell,
I was alright with where Futurama ended the first time. I was alright with where it ended the second time and the third time. And so, you know, coming back again, you know, I love the show. I grew up watching the show. I read the comic books. I binged the hell out of it on Netflix. I own it on DVD.
I mean, who knows? Maybe it'll surprise
it was
us.
great, but
I mean, who knows? I think it does have some of the original teams, so maybe it'll surprise us. Maybe it'll be just as clever. But like,
Yeah.
I'm still really skeptical. I really am, and
probably be just
I hope it
for that.
surprises me. I hope it does, but I feel like it's going to be another Animaniacs where it might have some good stuff, but will also have really bad stuff.
Like SJW, it'll be filled with SJW.
Yeah, or the Bun Control.
and then they'll try.
TV shows like push SJW.
And they'll
It's
try
really
and
annoying.
they'll try and say, "Oh, it's always been quote unquote woke," and then people will point out, "No, not really," and then
Like
there'll
it's
be
so
another retarded argument on the internet.
Always the retarded arguments. Da-da-da.
God.
Alright, so the next topic, I think, right, guys?
Chris Chan escaped from jail.
He didn't
yeah.
really, but yeah, that would have been funny, but he didn't. That would have made national
Do we
news.
talk about that? Do we take this seriously for a
No,
moment?
like I said earlier, if you believe anything posted on 4chan, you're a fucking idiot.
It's just funny imagining just Chris Chan being let into the bathroom, him squeezing through the window, and him running down the street, escaping from the police. We can't catch him.
Yeah, that would have been funny. I wanted it to be true just because it would have been stupid, but, you know, I also wanted Chris to form a cult inside prison because I thought that would have been stupid too, but that didn't happen either, so.
Fucking probably will, though, let's be honest.
Mayor of Quickville. Got a lot of
The
things.
people in prison
That
are going
song
to
was
discover... The people in prison are going to discover his documentaries and worship him as a god, like, as a joke.
That Sonichu animated series theme lives rent-free in my head to this day.
God, no. Okay, next topic. We don't want to talk about that. The Japanese sort of, image site, Pixvy, I don't know how to say that, has
Pixiv.
gone woke. But they have formatted the Declaration of Elimination of Harassment and Diversity and Inclusion Declaration Policies. I'm gonna put the timer. Go woke, go broke. Go woke, go broke. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, and, like, considering that the types of people who tend to bitch about this shit tend to also be the types of people who want to censor the things that are Pixiv's bread and butter, like dojins and you know, various forms of hentai and whatnot. This is not going to end well.
This site has a ton of dojins on it, and they are going to get off the face of the earth. They are going to become the next Tumblr,
Wait, they're not.
but
Maybe I misheard.
It has quote-unquote problematic content on it in droves.
And hentai?
Yes, lots of quote-unquote problematic hentai.
Oh god. You know, they're not really gonna. I'm going to make a prediction. They're not gonna get rid of the lollyverse. They're gonna get rid of the rape hentai first.
Well, that'll probably be it.
It's problematic in any way because women deal with it every day and so on. So they're gonna get rid of that.
All right. I don't.
And now we finally seal the keyhole to Atlantica. Again.
Do we go to the next topic?
Yeah, I'll move on.
Yeah, alright. Next topic. This is a funny one to me. This is about Warner Brothers again. So apparently, some of the leftover old guard, the old Warner Brothers, are saying that Zack Snyder's Justice League should have never happened, since it further divided the fan base against the studio.
Oh no!
Oh, go eat a dick.
Yeah,
guys.
those old guards are pissed at this movie. They're so mad, and David wants to bring the Snyderverse back, and that pisses him off even more. And it's like, yeah, you reap what you sow, assholes. Like, we're getting this shit. Oh, it's gotta be good. Yeah, I like think of it like this. David apparently wants a new Superman, Batman, Affleck film, and Wonder Woman movie by 2024. His 10-year plan involves the Justice League 2 before the end of the decade. There's a lot of stuff going on, and it's going to be very interesting to see.
You know what I want to see before one of us dies? I want to see a world's finest in a Trinity film with Affleck, Cavill, and Godot. I want to see.
Apparently, David does want that eventually.
Yeah.
So, one thing that I do want to mention that Mikey said that Snyder and Henry Cavill are already back on board. So that's going to be very interesting.
I believe it. Zach's been trying to get a second and third Superman film made for a while now.
Yeah, and he's wanting to do Man of Steel 2 before anything else DC related. And he's probably gonna get that. David probably wants that Superman film before a new Justice League. Just to kind of clean the slate a bit.
We better go see Leon.
Yes, let's go see Squall. And ask him, hey, what's going on here? Here, I thought things were supposed to be back to normal now. Squall will be like, well, yes, but also no. I'd be like, the fuck you talking about?
But actually, no.
I'd be like, the fuck are you talking about? Well,
you know,
it's simple.
I do want to say the yes, but actually no line from that one stop motion thing was only ever in the trailers. It was not even in the movie.
That's lame.
Yeah, it was good guess, but actually no in the movie.
Now, what movie are you guys talking about?
We're talking
Pirates of something or other.
Pirates of something or other. That doesn't sound like a good movie.
It was a good movie, but I can't remember what the name of it was. Is the problem?
So it's such a good movie that you can't remember it.
I think it was done by Aardman.
City Water thingy.
Yeah, I think it was an Aardman animation film.
It was. But yeah, next topic, the last one tonight, actually.
Oh, really? We got through those quite quickly.
Yeah, because I actually enforced the fucking timer thing, which I'm going to do from now on, because it's ridiculous. Alright, so, for our last topic, this is related to Marvel. I do want to say, I had not watched She-Hulk Episode 2 yet, so Episode 2 and 3 next week I'll talk about, I guess. So, this is sort of related, but not really, so, okay, I'm just gonna read it. So, according to the writer of She-Hulk, Marvel Studios has one employee whose job it is to trace the timeline of everything in the MCU, within the timeline and outside of it as
Holy shit, how was that only one guy's job?
It's just one.
Alex,
it's just one.
You do realize that it's part of my job to make our timeline.
No, I understand that, but I'm saying, like, we are not Disney.
apparently, according to the She-Hulk writer, like all the shows people go to him to verify their timelines. Oh my god! This
Oh,
poor
great,
man.
the Heartless are back, which means we gotta
At
kick
least
they
they
ass.
At least they learned from Star Wars, I guess.
Yeah, they have like a guy who I can only imagine his office is just one big chalkboard, and his chair's all.
No,
messed up,
he's
like,
no, he's that one guy on that meme.
Yeah, that's I
what
think that
was
was what he
thinking
was
of.
describing. Yeah.
Yeah, hang on, I'm gonna. It is him though. Conspiracy. What was that? Yeah, oh, there it is. This guy. This is the Marvel guy they hired. He's the one who keeps track of everything. His entire room is just a big chalkboard lines and
What
shit.
happened now, Alex? Did you die again?
No, I didn't die, but like I almost did.
Go check out the new link I posted.
I saw it.
Crazy Misty.
Stop
Like, it's
setting
not
yourself
perfect. I
on
don't think-
fire. Oh yeah, we have another topic. In the world of internet retardation, a Twitch streamer named Keffels has teamed up with Ethan Ralph to take on the Kiwi Farms.
Yay!
Keffels, you're a dumbass.
I forgot about
This is the same woman that advocated for kids to get puberty blockers and shit.
Oh, and
Yeah, she's.
and of course they're like, oh, the Kiwi Farms doxed me because I'm trans, and I'm like, no, it's because you groomed children.
It does not work that way.
Yeah. Like, legitimately, that is the reason.
I do
Also,
it is back up. They
it
also
is.
Kiwi Farms itself, okay, yeah, we get it. There's a lot of locales, there's a lot of toxicity there, but it's not the website itself that doxed you, you dumb bitch. It was actually someone in the Kiwi Farms that doxed you. It's not the whole
All
website.
Josh did was point out that, like, when, like, Keffels said, oh, after Keffels got swatted, there was this message saying, the police are looking at the website, right? And Josh just posted a banner up at the top of the page saying that Keffels is involved with a server called the Catboy Ranch on Discord, where she has provided illegal bootleg hormones to underage people. Children.
Yeah, pretty much. Yep. Sick fuck. Also, I do want to mention this. The Kiwi
Go
Farms
watch
is
Nick
not
Ricada's
out.
video with Josh Moon from the Kiwi Farms if you want to get a good summary of, like, all of the bullshit that is related to this scenario.
Yeah, I do want to say the Kiwi Farms have also declared war on a House senator. I forget her name. She's a Republican.
No, that was Marjorie Taylor Greene. That was another one of those things where it's like, if you believe anything you read in this regard, you are a fucking idiot. Because somebody used, like, text to speech and a Google Voice number to swat Marjorie Taylor Greene and to try and get her to fight with the Kiwi Farms, and then it, like, claimed that the Kiwi Farms were involved. Well, then it's like Josh said, this is fucking retarded. Also, Marjorie Taylor Greene, fun fact, she's the person who is who employs Milo Yiannopoulos.
Oh, and another thing, Keffels
he's one of her clerks.
Keffels is supposedly against doxing, but they ended up being all like, oh, if you have a Kiwi Farms on there, we will dox you. And I'm like, so in other words, it's rules for thee, but not for me.
Yeah.
Like it.
And I'm just like, that sounds like a threat of targeted harassment.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. I think that's it for topics, guys. We did it. We got them all. It's over. My job as the topic enforcer is now over for the day. I can actually.
Now I could finally talk about the goddamn game. So basically, I returned to Hollow Bastion, and then I find out that at the Tron world has gotten all messed up, so I gotta go to the computer, or go into the Matrix and be all like, "Hey, Tron, what's going on?" And then it turns out not Jeff Bridges is up to something.
You know what Disney movie will never make it into Kingdom Hearts?
What?
What's that?
Song of the South.
Obviously not.
For obvious reasons.
Yeah, we'll never see them fight the quote unquote Tar Baby, the boss.
Let's not forget the fact that, you know what Jello Apocalypse ended up saying about that movie in his 10 words or less reviews?
What?
He said, like, oh, the child acting is more offensive than the racism. That is literally what Brendan Blaber said about that movie. And yes, and yet, as TV tropes, that kind of confirmed that was Jello Apocalypse's real name.
Oh, I've been sitting on the toilet.
Yeah, I feel for the guys that are involved in the movie, though. Like, imagine being involved in a movie and finding out that it will never get a home release. No VHS, no Betamax, no DVD, no Blu-ray.
There are DVD and Blu-ray releases, actually.
Okay, Gizmo.
Yes.
Maybe.
Oh, got it.
In Japan.
Okay, Gizmo, question. Who is your favorite member of the Teen Titans?
Comic book or cartoon?
The cartoon.
Raven.
Okay, in the comics.
Yes. Fuck. Superboy.
You know, funnily enough, up on FF.net, and I've been working on various rather FF.net and AO3. I've been working on a couple like Teen Titans things, and Alex has certainly liked my writing of Connor.
Yes.
It's Connor you like, right?
Connor Kemp?
Yeah. The second person to hold the Superboy title. After
Nick Clark was the first to hold the Superboy title.
Yeah, that's
that was weird.
Yeah, that was what I meant. And Connor is the second one to hold. Why are you three fairies? Why aren't you kicking ass? Yuna, you should have guns. Hane, you should have a long sword. Riku, where are your short swords? Why is YRP fairies in this game? That's stupid. That's legitimately stupid.
Stupid.
Obviously my favorite Titan. Obviously my favorite Titan is Beast Boy.
Because Beast Boy is best boy.
Yes, he is.
The only reason girls like Beast Boy is because he can transform into a horse.
Or an octopus.
My favorite Titan
is
did a horrible fucking job.
Is who now?
Prometheus.
Oh, you're talking the Greek Titans. Be serious.
Said whoever did Beast Boy's voice on Fake You did a really shitty job.
They probably didn't feed it enough samples.
Well, I mean,
there are years of Greg Stipes' voice in there.
About doing his voice on Fake You correctly, so it might take a while, but we'll get around to it.
Like I said, they probably didn't feed it enough samples.
There are years.
They probably didn't clean the audio either. That's one of the things that you need to do when implementing a deep fake voice is you have to clean your audio.
Yeah,
you have to remove all the background noise and music from the voices, and I don't know how to do that, but I know a friend who does.
That's part of the reason why you like to have 5.1 mixes whenever possible.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay, Alex, your favorite Teen Titan?
Let's see. I really like Cyborg. I always have.
I know a lot of people who like Cyborg.
Good choice.
Booyah! Booyah!
He is not a Justice League member. He is a Titan.
Booyah!
Okay.
I mean, hell, Justice League versus Teen Titans lampshaded this.
Booyah!
They were like,
I mean,
yeah,
be
you
fair,
should ditch
it
those
would
stiffs and sign up with us.
To be fair, you know, it is a good. If Cyborg, when Cyborg does grow up, it is a good choice for him to go to the Justice League.
Yeah, but the Titans are kind of a different beast altogether, you know?
Yes.
True.
Not one that can just turn into a horse.
I bet a lot of girls will like Beast Boy to do that.
Only Raven wants him to do that.
And Starfire.
No,
Honey, can we please have normal sex tonight? No. Now turn into an octopus.
I wonder if Raven's voice is on Fake You and it's actually like.
Considering how many years of I would think there would be plenty of samples of Greg Stipes or Tara Strong. Well, we checked in with Sid, and now we got, and I feel like we got to go back to see Tron again.
And there was current president Joe Biden was on Fake You, but they had to remove him because the higher ups in charge of Fake You feels that it's best not to have any current world leaders on there because of the Russia Ukraine shit.
Lame.
Yeah, hang on.
But I'm sure there's plenty of Donald Trump on there.
I'll be right back. I gotta go do something.
Now I'm swapping out Decisive Pumpkin for Sleeping of Lions. I love. You know damn well what I'm talking about. Not that Sleeping Lion. Now I'm picturing a gorilla just showing up and then doing something with that rando from Ace Ventura. And you hear the rustling bushes as something's going on, and I'm like, what the hell is going on back there? So yeah, I got Squall's Keyblade.
Okay.
Alright, we are in Tron's. Gosh, I hope Tron's okay.
Great. The terminal works.
Rare Fox would be allied with the Heartless, and they'd fight alongside Uncle Remus.
That'd be great, actually. Like if they went back, because I remember her watching clips of that on VHS back in the day. Hey, because it was on a bunch of the songs were on the sing-along tape.
Brer Fox and Brer Rabbit.
My oh my, what a wonderful day. Plenty of sunshine heading my way. Zippity doo dah, zippity. Mr. Bluebirds on my shoulder. It is the truth. It's actual.
So, in the prequel game, Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, in order, Terra, Ventus, and Aqua all encounter Merlin, and they're like, and Merlin be like, oh, you're... And Tron is in the Light Cycle Arena fighting the Heartless.
Yeah, see, these characters were in House of Mouse back in 2001.
Yeah. I've never watched the original Tron, come to think of it.
Neither have
also
I.
haven't watched either. I also haven't watched Legacy either. Although I heard it was quite good.
I've seen the Dexter's Lab parody of Tron.
I do remember that Disney made Tron and then were immediately denied any chance at winning the Academy Award for Best Visual Effects because they quote-unquote cheated. Even though Tron pioneered CGI technology for literally decades to come.
Fuck.
And that has set off the trend of Disney pioneering cutting-edge technology and then not being given any credit for it, and then everybody adopting it, and people winning shitloads of awards for it.
That's why Disney's buying everything and destroying Hollywood.
Yeah.
They weren't given the credit they deserve, so they're destroying everything.
Yeah, back when they made good shit, nobody cared, and now they don't care, and they're trying to destroy the entire movie industry because of it.
This is Disney's ultimate revenge. I will say that's the ultimate.
This is their final solution, as it were.
Yeah.
I'd like to hear more about this final solution. Fuck it, group up. I'm sure you guys have seen SAO Abridged.
Yes. Okay, I need to head off for the night since it's getting late and everyone's sleeping in my house, so won't wake anyone up. It's getting late for me as well. So you guys have a good night.
Understandable.
Yeah.
Okay, Alex.
Yeah, I'm gonna...
Wandering outside. It's actually raining in Texas again. Oh fuck.
Oh wow. You're picking up on some of that rain that I had last week.
I had...
Finally.
Oh, please. I had plenty
Alright.
of rain.
I had to do, like, in Texas, it's been like 100-degree weather for like 31
I was down in southern Florida, for God's sake.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're still in Florida, aren't you?
No, I'm not. I got back. Yes, I got back earlier this morning.
Dude, you sounded kind of like Nostalgia Critic when you said, "No, I'm not."
Yeah, you do. You actually do sound.
I
like
do not like that prospect. Please erase it from your minds.
Dude, you should become the new Nostalgic Critic for the Netflix
Fuck
channel.
no.
Just get a hat.
Oh wow.
with a white
Ben,
label and
the Methley crew is what you call you'd call Walter White and Jesse Pinkman if they formed a band. The Methley crew.
By the way, Alex, I sent you something neat over email.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I still haven't had a chance to look at it yet, but that was really cool.
Yeah, I got Vic to do a shout out for us.
Cool. Alright, you guys have a good night. See you guys next week, I guess. I don't know.
Saturday, because we gotta watch the greatest movie ever made in the history of mankind. No movie has ever surpassed it.
We're watching Watchmen.
No.
That was a good movie.
We're watching Top Gun.
No.
Alright, see you Saturday on the watch.
No.
Bye, guys.
It's the single greatest achievement ever made by mankind. How do you not know this, Alex? It's a film that came out. It's a film that came out in 2008, and has some of the greatest casting ensemble ever in film.
And stars a certain gay cowboy.
What?
A certain gay cowboy.
What are you talking about?
Do you not know Brokeback Mountain?
Wasn't the Joker in that?
Yes.
Yes, Heath Ledger was in that movie, and that's why I said starring a certain gay cowboy.
I didn't know that Heath Ledger was a cowboy in that movie.
Yeah.
There was a topic I forgot to talk about that I accidentally started. It's really funny.
Okay.
So, remember the Bridget thing?
Oh yeah.
So, Tet, a friend of ours, sent me a
I'm
message.
Oh yeah, this is the week where both of us kind of made the news in various ways. I forgot to mention that.
So, let me explain.
Aerith,
So
what are
Tet,
you going to
sent me a message
accomplish?
saying, hang on. So Ted sent me a message sending me this email, and it was in complete Japanese. I asked him, "What is this?" And he says it's art confirming that Bridget. I mean, not full on quote unquote word for word, but it basically confirmed that Bridget doesn't become trans at the end of the Japanese story. I'm like, oh, can you translate this for me? So he gave me first a Google translated version and a one-to-one translation. So I posted that, and oh boy, that ruffled some feathers, and it pissed off so many people. I do want to say the people who want him to be trans are some of the most homophobic people I've ever seen. But after a day later, I'm going to assume someone at ARC saw it because they had to respond to it.
Wow.
And they didn't. It was a funny statement because it was more damage controlling than outright saying it was fake. Like they were saying that I think there was like some kind of I think they claimed that there was like this breach in policy kind of thing. So
Yeah,
like,
they said it was a breach
Yeah,
in
and then-
policy. Someone responded and they're not supposed to.
Yeah, and then they said, and then people online, absolute fucking retards on the internet, and said, "Oh, that means it's fake." No, it just means
What's it like?
means that like
This is very strange.
like it's
they gave
the email.
response.
The email was posted on a Japanese message board. It was posted on a Japanese message board. Posted.
You're mistaken. No.
Okay.
It was originally posted on a Japanese Twitter account.
Oh,
by someone
okay,
who
yeah.
sent the email. And then it got put onto 4chan and it spread
Yeah.
on Twitter for a bit. And then I blew it up with someone else. Someone else also posted it, and we both blew it up.
Yeah.
And it resulted in ARC having to make a damage control statement, and that's not even the end of it. The Japanese media picked it up and started pestering ARC about it, and they have been refusing to answer any questions about the matter.
Yeah.
And to make things even worse, guess what the Japanese media refers to Bridget?
Him.
Him, yep. They refer
Yep.
to as him, and they cite the ARC System Works site as a source.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then like in vaguely unrelated news, happy birthday Vic Mignogna. Vic Mignogna had his birthday a Friday, I believe. And
Yeah.
it was either Friday or Saturday.
It was Saturday,
And-
actually.
Okay, it was Saturday. And the usual suspects were out there bitching about people wishing him a happy birthday.
Damian Mills was blocking everyone who was wishing him an happy
Yeah,
birthday.
Damon Mills can go fuck himself. Oh, he's a
so funny.
You ran out of kids to diddle.
And because you know time is a flat circle, people found my thread about the Photoshop that Michelle Blankenship McConnell tried to pass off as proof that Vic Mignogna was at her school. Yeah, and you know, people were posting a thread, somebody else posted a reply to that, and all I have to say is like, look, you can criticize my analysis of the lighting all you want. The man has 3 legs in this image. Legitimately, if you look down at his legs, his left shin or his right shin, one of his shins is clipping through a chair. His fucking one of his legs disappears into nothing, and he has a 3rd leg between the 2 of them. And you know, I don't know about you. I don't think Vic. I've never seen it. I don't think Vic is that well endowed, because I have a feeling he'd have a hard time walking around.
Especially in those pants of his.
Yeah. That he borrowed from Nick Rekieta.
Yeah.
But yeah.
If he was that one, Dad, he wouldn't be posting characters. I was wondering.
I do, back to Bridget for a second, I guess I do want to give my take on it. I believe that ARC System Works' original intention was to originally make it vague, to try to appease both sides about siding with Fever 1. The problem that arose of that was that both versions, both translations, slightly sided with one or the other. So like the Japanese version slightly sided towards the male side, but the English version sided more so to the trans side. So that vagueness was no longer a vague, it just created mass confusion. So assuming the email is real, it's like it is, so when that email is sent out, it caused even more chaos. So much to the point that Mark had to go out and make a damage control statement that was very much damage control. And now they're stuck in the corner of the Japanese media harassing them over the matter, and the fan base harassing them on the matter to force them to give a final answer. And the question is, will they make a final answer on the matter? If they do, what side will they side with? Like, it's clear that they meant well. I do think they did mean well when they were doing this. The problem was that it was executed really poorly, and the writing doesn't really justify any of it.
And I will say that, like, part of it, I agree with the ambiguity there, because you know, that's kind of an aspect of the whole trap thing. Like, people say, hey, oh, trap is a slur. Fuck you. Nobody cares.
Yeah,
That's not
for
what we're
real.
talking about. Now we're having a different conversation altogether, and you're trying to change the subject. So, Bridget is a trap. That is the archetype. That is the entire shtick of the character. Well, part of the shtick of the character. The funny thing is that, like, the shtick of the character, is that he is a trap who is setting out to try and prove that he is the manliest man to ever man, and like, making him trans ruins the joke. Making things ambiguous doesn't ruin the joke. It makes the joke funnier. So, what do you want, guys? Do you want to have a funny joke, or do you want to have no joke at all? And I know, the answer, these people are humor challenged, we'll say. Hey, they're comedically challenged, and so they're gonna take the joke out back and put two shotgun shells in the back of its head for the sake of an agenda that nobody cares about. Aside from minority of a minority of a minority, nobody.
No, it's not even that. It's just a small minority that really hates gay men for some reason. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, the amount of hate insults I've been thrown out, it's like, wow, do you guys really hate gay people, or is
they hate gay men, they hate tomboys, they hate lesbians,
they hate everybody.
Yeah,
like,
why do you hate tomboys, though?
It's so funny. It's like this.
No, because they see them the way they say the way they say like the way they see like gay men and butch lesbians. They see them as like this missed opportunity for transition in an eggshell waiting to be cracked, so to speak. That's literally the words these people use in this regard, and it is sickening and disgusting. The way they refer to these, the way they would try and refer to these people.
A few of them claiming I was trans because I made the friend. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
This is coming from an autistic right now. These guys sound like retards.
I'm autistic too, so I can say it too. They're retarded. Like, it's not even, they're so unself-aware. Like, they lack any self-awareness. It's insane. My dad was messaging me about people who were stalking my account after I blocked them, so I had to make a separate report for them. Two of them, by the way, were banned off the site, just erased off of existence. Which leads to a funny story I'll share after you guys share your thoughts.
Oh no, I just think, you know, now, while we have never claimed to be anything more than a bunch of retards on the internet, I will say though, we have the best retards.
I'm also better than you.
Why do you sound like Mayor Quimby?
Because I'm trying to sound like Donald Trump and failing. We have the best retards. Our retards are awesome.
No, we've been demonetized. God damn.
Demonetized.
We're already not monetized as it is. Is like we need like 4,000 more hours of watch time. I mean, we've only got like 100.
Hunter
Yeah,
Biden
we're getting
smoked
there, we're
crack.
getting there.
Hillary Clinton killed Jeffrey Epstein. Bush did 9/11.
Bush. See, Bush didn't do 9/11. That was very clearly a Rem Lazar job.
The government, the FBI shot JFK. What else am I missing?
I thought that was the CIA shot JFK.
People joke about this, but Bill Clinton let Osama go. Like, he was given the opportunity to arrest the man. He's like, nah.
No, let's let Osama go. All right, now where's Monica Lewinsky?
Okay, how many opportunities across the 80s and 90s did we have to take out Saddam Hussein and Osama bin Laden? And then both of those guys...
We couldn't take him out in the 80s. Remember, he was an FBI agent.
Oh, yeah. But, well, CIA. But, yeah.
Well, yeah, CIA.
So, like, how many... Across the 90s, we had multiple opportunities to take out Osama bin Laden and Saddam Hussein, and we didn't take any of them. And, like... Regardless of any of your thoughts about the rest of this stuff, it makes you wonder what the fuck is going on. And it doesn't engender faith in our
Bill
government.
Clinton was offered a gifted hand basket with Osama tied to it, and he declined. I hope that keeps him up at night. It probably doesn't, but I hope he does. Okay, so
I'm gonna quote, real quick, I gotta quote, Norm Macdonald. Don't you know the president's a murderer?
Die,
Anyways, go
hey,
ahead.
giant computer. You don't belong in this world.
It belongs in a game. Fucking retard.
Okay, so, Ben, go ahead and say that. Sorry.
So, I sent Kevin, on the Netflix, you're streaming on the Netflix group, right?
Yep.
I sent you an image. Can you share it to the stream?
I am currently busy fighting the boss of Trump, or not Trump, Tron.
You can do both.
No, I
You're
can't.
fighting Trump. I know you are.
I'm fighting Tron.
Trump.
No, you're fighting Trump.
Fucking hell, Ben.
Oh wait, you're
the
the one.
MC instead of an
You
M.
put it on your stream. I sent it the image to you.
Oh.
Mash the button, Sora! Mash the button! Ah!
That'd be so funny if it being in the corner of this Kevin's stream.
Hey, yeah, ready to battle.
Let me know when it's on there.
Tell me if anybody remembers that Robot Chicken sketch. Hey, yeah, you ready to battle?
Battle Ash. My name is Ash.
Oh yeah, my buddy said he was gonna like redo that Robot Chicken skit, but with the voices of Gary and Ash from Fake You, because he recently just put those together.
That's awesome.
Add the image to the stream.
You know what'd be even better if you actually got
Tron!
If you actually
Fire the laser beams!
What voices do you guys want on Fake You that aren't already on there?
I don't know. I don't really care about deepfake voices stuff because, like, most of the voices that I want to do, I can just do. You know?
Like Alucard from Hellsing.
Like Alucard from Hellsing, yes.
Oh, I see. You
Here's
put it on your stream. I just don't see it in Kevin's side of the thing.
Here's
Yeah, that's because there's a delay between me, and then there's a delay between me and him.
They're very both streams. Maybe there is a delay. Yeah, you're right.
I'm fighting both Sark and
See if it ever
the MCP.
stop going backwards. Go into the portal.
No! That is not what I wanted to do, game!
Need to grind.
Yeah. You have to grind and grind. It's the grind, get the grind.
I'm on that Sigma grind stat, apparently.
Why are you quoting Ren and Stimpy?
Grindy. Wait, am I actually quoting Ren and Stimpy there?
Yeah, that's exactly what Ren said when he was grinding the chicken into sausage.
Wait,
In
really?
the episode where Stimpy fell in love with a chicken and married it.
Oh, come on!
I actually quoted it? I didn't know.
I almost had you! I almost had you!
What? My mind is blown. It shouldn't be, but holy shit.
I'm getting sick of these deranged chicken widow crap. Now you get in the kitchen and you cook me some dinner.
What episode was that? Remind me.
I love chicken.
I love chicken. Good to know.
I don't
That's
know
so
if
funny.
that's on Paramount Plus, but it doesn't even matter because I have all the episodes on my computer anyway.
Can you send them to me?
I can send you the link where I got it. Use a VPN.
Booyakasha! And just like that, the MCP is dead, and we are done with the second visits of every world in this game. Woo!
Done. The picture still hasn't shown up on Kevin's stream. I have no idea.
I don't know why.
It's cursed. The Bridget image is cursed. Kevin, you show it.
No.
Please, it's funny.
No.
Come on!
No.
Come on!
Post it in broadcast chat for everyone else, and they can laugh at it.
Hey, Ben, listen, Ben, I know what to do to get Kevin to do it. Come on!
I will mute. I'll mute you both.
Come on, Kevin, please.
No.
Alex, do you object to me muting them both?
I would not at this point.
Alrighty.
Please do it, please.
Let's exercise. Let's see if I can exercise some.
Okay, now I'm gonna do it in guy form.
What?
You taught me what friendship
Let's
is.
see.
Guy form.
And I'll never forget it.
What?
As soon as I met
Okay, there's no Geif of Blue from Foster saying, come on.
GIF.
That's what... Gallon tried that same trick on Kevin and it didn't work.
It's
Okay.
pronounced GIF, by the way.
Yes.
By the way, okay, so I'm gonna go in a second, but just tell the audience the image is a Bridget Green Yamcha pose.
Yeah, I
after
saw
being
that.
exploded. Yeah, it's really funny. I was really hoping.
Meh.
You know, errors happen.
Meh.
No.
He said the thing. He said the thing. I promise.
Goodbye,
Oh,
Tron.
Wow. Holy shit.
What?
It is that far back.
What is so far back?
That is a giant level of delay there. Because it's all the way back while I'm still on the ship, and I'm at Agrabah now.
There's a party here in Agrabah, and I'm going to paint the town.
I see that you are a man of culture when it comes to actually good Disney sequels.
Things are settling down in
Directed
town.
video
So
movies.
you want to see what colors are? Follow me
It looks
around.
like there are fewer than before.
Don't tell me what to do.
Now if we can just get those three back
Bitch,
in
don't
one
tell me what to do!
All these
All
squares make a circle. All these squares make a circle. All these squares make
There
a
it
circle.
is. Ben, are you still here?
What
Nah,
happened?
Ben,
Hey, okay.
Tell
Yeah.
Ben that it showed up finally.
shortly, because I'm...
Everything's
Well-
back to normal.
Well,
We made it.
after we get the dramatic reveal of what Hollow Bastion once was, even though I already spoiled it
Oh my
when
God, no way! It is. It is that far back. He just pulled up the image. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
As soon as I left, too. Oh my god. That's so
And
funny.
look at the Foster's clip and use that on Kevin.
You use that on me.
Up there.
If you use that on me, I will put you both in timeout.
He will ban me, and I don't want to be banned tonight, even though I'm one of the main 3 members.
And I would ban anything for love, but I won't ban that.
Or that. Or this. Definitely not that.
This is our best stream so far. Good night, everybody.
You should, if for a really great rendition of that joke, you should check out the Spice Girls movie, because Meatloaf is in that, and he plays the bus driver. And he makes an "I would do anything for love" joke, but I won't do that.
I just don't like Spice.
Let's
you're clearly
on DVD with extended commentary.
You're very clearly not Billy Butcher then.
Not again.
Pegasus's assistant is somehow gay, as opposed to Pegasus himself.
To call me at this number.
His assistant is the straightest gay man, and while
Pegasus is the gayest straight man. Well, I mean, he was married, but then his wife just randomly exploded into petals. How does that make any sense, by the way?
Now, a friend of mine once said to another friend of mine that you are straight in the gayest way possible.
What?
Yeah, that is a phrase I actually heard somebody tell somebody else in real life. You are straight in the gayest way possible.
Y'all want to see a really good cosplay of Ribby from Black Lagoon? Don't worry, it's not. There's no nudity involved.
I've already seen it.
It's
That straight up sounds like an insult you hear Team 4 Stars say.
Hey, Kevin, we'll see a really good cosplay of Revy from Black Lagoon.
Not really.
Because
Well, anyway.
I've got one for you right here. I'm wearing it right now.
Well, anyway.
I hope you like 1,000-year-old vampires who's in bikinis and booty shorts.
Guys, I think I got started.
Well, anyway. Anyway, that'll be all from me tonight. So, next week we will be ending the main campaign of the Pokemon Nuzlocke run.
Damn, you're still doing that, huh?
Yes. Yes, I am.
And I will be doing whatever the fuck I was doing
Crystal.
in Pokemon Crystal.
You were in Ecruteak City. I gave you a full walkthrough on what to do there.
Yeah, I know. I'll get there eventually.
Anyway,
Anyways, see y'all later.
Bye.